Hello, hello. Welcome. How goes? I got some plans today, and they involve a bunch of Dread Knights. Hella lots of Dread Knights. We're going to be using some heavy cavalry today, and hopefully they don't suck. But apparently they're quite good, so I'm optimistic, as usual. It's also Lunar New Year, apparently, so Happy New Year to everybody. Strix, thank you for the good luck. What do we got? Multiplayer ranked matchmaking. There we go. Hello, hello. Let's see. What are the various blessings? Let's see here. Happy New Year blessings. I think it's like Die Gut, Die Lay or something like that. Which is like, I wish you big tangerines. There's another one that's like, I hope you catch plenty of fish. Another one's like, you know, may you climb corporate ladders. The usual blessings. I'm happy to accept just good luck from the chat though. Alright. Hello, Urban T. Hello. Can't wait to get some Dark Elf action. I kind of like Dark Elves now. Between the shades and the decent cavalry, the infantry spam, and the occasional dread stack. If you want to play against me, by the way, feel free to stream snipe. Especially if you're new to the game, I welcome a stream snipe to help, you know, if you have a hard time with builds, you can see what I'm taking. Otherwise, who knows? Who knows how long it'll take to find a match? Apparently forever. I don't have any mods on, so it should be able to find a match. But yeah, I wanna basically every build today, I wanna have at least one Dread Knight. I think out of the entire Dark Elf roster, they're probably the least used unit on my front. Definitely want to get them used a lot more. Yo, it's not like bugged or something, right? I don't have any mods on, right? If I get to multiplayer battles, looks fine. Looks like we don't have no mods on. Rank matchmaking. What's a Dread Knight? It's a mystical unit. Plucked from the stories of old. People used to never use them, but apparently they're quite nice. Let me show them off. They're like solid elite cavalry. There we go. There we go. Should I try the sniper? You can after this one. We're up against Wreck 1355. So here we go. Dread Knights. Look at that stat line. Armor piercing. Pretty good melee attack and melee defense. They're kind of like old school Grail Knights, if you think about it. Relatively cheap. Let's go for a double. Let's go for a double here. It's domination, so I'm going to take Malice. He's pretty hype. Got that ward save. Got basically infinite healing. Got eventual death that will get him. But I'm sure he'll hold out. And then we just spam a bunch of dark shards, right? I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I should probably get a caster though. Unfortunately, really the biggest downside of Malice is that he's not a caster lord. So builds are gonna be more expensive. But hey, you know, I get to try out Manticore Summoner. Probably, given that it's Skaven though. Fireball spammer. Spam the fireballs. Flaming sword. Do I take the flaming sword? But that's sick. Kindle flame. 15-second duration, son. That's a 15-second buff. Yeah, did they increase the duration of Flaming Sword? I thought it used to be 18 seconds. 28 still basically nothing, but sure, let's do this. It's just a flying fireball caster. That should be good enough. And then a couple bleak swords. Ain't got no anti-infantry, sadly. Let's see here. Yeah. Some shielded crossbows. This is probably a little overkill actually on the crossbow action. Let's let's calm that down just a little bit. What do I get now? The Dark Star cloak. Now we're spamming fireballs. It's true. I could go for lore of what was it? Doom and Darkness, lore of death, and then just terror out them all. I think this is fine though. This is fine. Do I take the flaming sword? I take the sick flaming sword. Let's see here. Ooh. Okay, you know what? Let's get the regenerating harpies. They're pretty hype. And then like I want a big old unit. I want a big old terror causer. War Hydra with its breath attacks are amazing. Bleak swords, 2 dread spears in case he has ogres, rad ogres. Handful of dark riders. We already got our elite cavalry. 1 manticore for the terror. 1 chariot, so that we have a chariot. And then that's basically it, right? Now it's just free for all. What do you guys want me to take? Chill of Sauntar? We Sauntar it up? Sure, why not? You want to replicate Malice's sick charge worth of Dread Knights in Total War? We'll make it work. I got 2 Cold One Dread Knights right here. I know, Flaming Sword. It lasts 28 seconds. It's not even 20 seconds. It's 28. Did it get buffed? Hard to tell. Hard to tell. Unfortunately, Kindle Flame only lasts 15 seconds. So, and like Flaming Sword, most of the damage comes from Kindle Flame. Whoa, what is this map? Hidden Oasis? CA. What have you done? Yo, I haven't seen this map before. Is this new? Did they put this in with the update? Or have I just not played enough multiplayer games? Yo, look at this. Yo, this is actually like pretty hype. Interesting. Kind of big, but you know, it's mirrored properly. There's a lot of space to maneuver. I think it's an interesting map. I think it's maybe a little bit too big. I think like a Vampire Coast. You know, there is water. There is water on this map. That's pretty hype. Let's see how this plays out. Now, the Vanguard points are... Man, this map's ginormous. Yo, you can park range units here. Interesting. I feel like Way Watchers here would wreck shop. It's so defensible. I will say, it is a unique map. Is this one of Terran's maps, or is this a CA exclusive? Looks like things are mirrored properly. Interesting. We have some clan rats on the left side. So obviously we want to get our Dread Knights there. We got Throt. We got Poison Wind Mortars. Oh, Nelly. That's going to be painful. All right, so obviously we want to go wide so that we don't get shot to death here. And then I'm going to go for single entities. Should be fine. Now, Throt. How scary is Throt? Important question. Did he just summon Eshin Triads? What a Chad. Yeah, how good is the fireball tracking up hills now? You used to be able to dodge by going up hills. I don't know how that actually pans out nowadays. Undodgeable. Let's go. All right, Poison Wind Mortars, come at me. You know what? I'm just gonna back up from them. You know what? I'm just gonna YOLO Malice on them. Should be fine. What's the worst that can happen? He gets murdered. Just summon him back. He's relatively cheap. Ooh, look at that. Free Throt attack. That's pretty hype. There go the mortars, though. Now, how much damage are they going to do to Dread Knights? So far, the damage is mild. Damage is mild, not too spooky. There we go. Oh, what the? He got some gutter runners here? Man, this is interesting. Interesting situation we got ourselves in. Look at that. Dread Knights. They're getting the capture, that's for sure. Malice is, he's grinding. Now, it might look a little sus for your boy Malice here. But he can always just transform and kill everything, so think we'll be fine. I must say though, yeah, there's Thwart. He's trying to save his mortars. I wonder if I can kill him. One questions if it can be done. These guys are regenerating. Malice, he's just chilling. I will say though, those harpies are not doing any damage. A truly disappointing amount of damage right now. Are they like just having a hard time hitting them? I'm not entirely sure. Okay, there we go. There's the triads. So if I just surround them here with the cav, they're not braced, so they should just die. There we go. There's the big damage. Malice is chilling. And then we're good. Look at that. And the Dread Knights are still fairly high on HP. Yo, those harpies actually kind of killed it. How's Malice doing? Yo, Malice. He's just chilling on the rat ogres. The poor rat ogres, man. Hey, and then the triads. Okay, the triads are kind of... Oh, no, they're going to rout. Hey, look at that. Dread Knights. Behold. All right, you know what? Let's just transform Malice now. He actually has a pretty big blob here, which means that he can use all of his abilities for 1 million damage. The cavalry stack have ruined the Skaven on the flank. Such is the life of cavalry. Another triad unit. This guy's crazy, man. Who goes for triads? Let's see what we got. We got Manticore. I guess we'll just summon the War Hydra then. 2v2 battles allowed. I think so, but like you're never gonna find a 2v2 battle. I think. I don't know. I've never really tried them. All right. So all I gotta do is disengage and then charge those triads, and I'll be fine. Malice has a very high heal cap. He'll be dandy. And as long as I keep on fireballing Thwart, that'll reduce his healing and make him nice and susceptible to the murder. Because as long as he's constantly taking fireballs, any fight he tries to go for against Malice is not going to go especially well for him. I will say though, I kind of misplayed not capturing this middle point. Does slow down my point capture a little bit, but it's fine. Whoop. Oh, is the Skaven Lord throwing darts at my caster? Is that why she's so low on HP? Probably. Anyways, we'll give up this point to the Skaven. And I'll probably just start spamming cavalry. Just to make sure we actually win these here engagements. Yeah, look, he is. He's spamming. He's spamming shots at her. Getting revenge for all the fireballs I've been dishing out. Doesn't matter though. She's still able to use up most of her magic. And here we go. Dread Knights are just going to keep on grinding on that far side. They should be pretty fine. There goes Thwart. Interesting. Diving into melee. The Hydra should be able to just kill him now. And if I just kind of pull back, I think my caster will live. Malice too. Totally fine. Not a problem in the world. And let's see how this breath attack does versus single entities. Pretty bad. We killed all of our cavalry. Nice, nice. It's fine. It's fine. I still got the big boys. The elite cavalry here, hard curing. That's an explosion ability. Is that going to hit him? Indeed. Yeah, fireball's actually pretty accurate. Can't believe people said it wasn't accurate. It's great. All right, sick. So I guess we'll just send Malice in. Now, is Thwart going to go for my elite Cold One Dread Knights? I'm pretty sure the Dread Knights actually win here. We'll see though. Come on, hunt them down. This is such a Lord Snipe battle. Just going straight for Thwart. Poor Thwart, man. Oh, those are storm vermin. Dang. I gotta be careful around them. Thankfully, at least this should go pretty well. Thwart. Hey, look at that. The Dread Knights, they actually get him routed. Amazing. Malice, kind of taking a little bit of damage. It's fine, he heals. And I guess we'll just, probably, I don't know. Do I get the Chill of Santar? Holy crap, Malice is dying all of a sudden. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa, are the Triads actually insane? Holy crap, he's dead. All right, we'll save up. We'll save up for Malice and we'll resummon him. You can select team merging. Okay, sure. Why not? Why not? Let's try with some 1v1 stuff. Okay, so this guy's going like a big old Eshin build. We have a little bit of an Eshin fan going on here. He has like the Triads and everything. Thankfully, Thwot is escorted off the battlefield. There we go. So that's going to be a massive hit to the Skaven leadership. And then the rest should be fairly simple. I just need to probably just start spamming infantry to capture points and we'll be fine. Because I think he's about to get army wiped here. Also, hey, I still have I got my reserve harpies. Hey. Yeah, this guy's actually going in an Eshin build. A proper Eshin build. Look at him. Oh, caster wants to he wants to shoot my he wants to fight my caster. I see. Can I fireball him? Battle of the casters. Oh, I think my caster's losing that one. She's looking a little bit worse for wear. Ooh. Oh, breath attack. This is a huge breath attack on a bunch of plague monks. Yes, please. You also have the Chill of Santar here. Yeah, it's gonna be breath attack city. And then after that, I can worry about capturing the points. I will say I don't have much in the way of mobile units, but I think we'll be okay. There's the breath attack. Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Not the best. It could have been better for sure. That's what the Chill of Santar is for. Second breath attack. Here we go. And then here we go. Dread Knights are in. There's the breath attack. It completely whiffs. Oh, all right, never mind. I was hyping it up too much. Turns out the breath attacks are useless. Let's see. I guess I'll just use my harpies to chase things off. Maybe we'll chase his caster off. I think my caster's gone, but it should be fine. Anyways, all we really gotta do at this point is just get the capture points, and then we should be good. I have double Hydra. No way in the world my opponent will be able to contest against my infantry until he has Thwot back. They just have too little leadership, the poor Skaven. The AI doesn't really juke fireballs. I think you can't juke fireballs in general. I think the only way a fireball is going to whiff is if you accidentally just slam it into like a cliff face. Because the game will totally just shoot it into a cliff face if given the opportunity. Also, look at that, Dread Knights. Still cooking. I will say, though, the Poisoned Wind Globadiers are mildly terrifying. But we're going to be able to get a capture here. He's trying to recapture this point. We won't let him. And then, yeah, and we should be fine with the double Hydra, I think. Can I get a breath attack on these mutant rat ogres? I sure hope I can. Oh, what the? He has death runners here? What in the world? Okay, that's actually a little spooky. I gotta be careful here, okay? We gotta summon some actual fast units. Otherwise, we're actually gonna lose this to his capture weight. We have a double cap though, and he decided to resummon Thwot. Okay, that's all right. I can live with that. So like all I gotta do is hold the double cap for a little bit. Thwot is not particularly scary. We have our harpies here. I could resummon Malice. Does it resummon Zarkan though, or does it resummon Malice? That's what I'm wondering. Because if it's resummoning Zarkan, he's just gonna take damage immediately, right? He wins on 1 point, yeah, but I only got to capture a point for like half a second, and I have like a million years to do that, so I'm not that worried. But do I resummon Zarkan? I think I don't. Dark Elves do pretty well without their lord. They have a lot of leadership. And Thwot's not gonna kill off my single entities here. Double Hydra is quite the menace, especially because their healing is just through the roof. They're not gonna die at all. Plus, I still have my Dread Knights. Look at that. They already have like 400 kills between them. You know, it's like 350 kills between them. They're kind of chilling. They're kind of chilling. I like their longevity. Their ability to just stay in the fight forever is pretty good. Now, I did just walk them straight into some Death Runners. Standard misplay. Standard misplay. It's fine. There we go. We've chased off his caster now. And then Thwart should die. He should die to my casters. Okay, now how do the Dread Knights do pushing through infantry, I wonder? Do they still hit the Death Runners for a good amount of damage? Death Runners have a lot of physical resist. They also reduce the armor of my poor Dread Knights, but... You know, it's not bad. It's not bad, okay? Maybe not the best showing of Dread Knights, but I will make them look good by the end of the day. You just wait and see. Honestly, the few hundred kills is already pretty hype. Man, this guy just keeps summoning in Eshin units, man. Sneaky, sneaky man. Let's get a Manticore in. Manticore should be able to rout him off. The Death Runners are gone. And I should have a capture on him soon. Chill a Santar with another breath attack. And then, like so, now that these guys are not braced, I should just be able to surround them. The weakness of Triads is their rather low HP. Okay, now he's bringing in the army. I see, I see. We can use the Dread Knights to kill Thwart. That's definitely an option. We have routed off this little pocket. Solid, solid. And we do have a Manticore, and the Manticore is a rather scary versus Thwart. Now, you see these Dread Knights against unbraced Triads? Surely they cook here. Yeah, there we go. That's the charge I was looking for. Unfortunately, they're all dead now, but we got the second charge. We got the second charge of the Dread Knights. They killed a whole half unit of Skaven on the charge. I think that's, you know, I think that's worth admiring. At least a little bit. Alright, I just need more infantry, man. Alright, I have a Hydra holding that point. And then once we retake this, we're fine. How you guys feel about it? How you feel about the Dread Knights? I feel like they're okay. I feel like they're okay so far. You know, they're not, it's not like they're deleting everything in the world. Or what have you, but, you know, they cook. They do work. Ah, crap. Eshin Triads on my Manticore. It's fine. We have a solid charge here. Yeah, Triads are kind of weird. There's such glass cannons, and glass cannons will never do well versus cavalry. Okay, so you have the Hydra on that point. Opponents are really trying to hunker down on this one capture point. Once I get my Hydra here, though, we're fine. You gotta be careful, though. It's definitely a little bit spicy. I gotta get, like, my caster back or Zarkan. I said I had time, and I do have time, but he does have quite a bit here. Triads are just chilling. We gotta get a flanking charge on them, though. So they're gonna take a good amount of damage. Yeah, I gotta get my fireball caster back to kill Thwart. Him bringing back Thwart is a little bit spooky. Only a little bit, though. I still have my Harpies. Harpies MVP. All right, and there's my caster. All right, we're shooting Thwart. We're gonna be on the point in a couple seconds here. All right, we got our terror. As long as he doesn't sneak a point off of me, I think we're okay. I say as he sends Death Runners in to capture this point. All right, come on. We gotta kill Thwart. We gotta kill Thwart here. I want to lose to the Eshin build, man. Anything but the Eshin build. All right, there we go. This is Death Runners. Okay. Yeah, we can defend this. We can defend that point. There we go. There goes Thwart. All right, Thwart's down. Thwart's down. We should be able to retake this point. As long as I don't lose this one, we're fine. He's going for it, though. He's definitely going for it. He's bringing all hands on deck. Okay, this one should be captured, though. Come on. Just kill Thwart. Okay. Is this point being held? Come on, Thwart should be dead. There we go. Okay, he's dead. All right, sick. We got the capture point. He's taking this one, though. I have a little under a minute to retake it. It's fine. It's fine. We can retake it. Why is this gotta be so stressful, man? Let's see. I'll have a fireball here soon. All right. Here we go. Fireball those bad boys. Is he gonna be able to retake this one? Surely not, right? Oh, crap. He already has triads on it. Yeah, we got screwed over. We got screwed by the Skaven, man. He took too many capture points. Get the cavalry. Dang it. All right. All right. I think I have too many big units. The mobility actually did it for him. Unless the harpies. Come on, harpies. You got this. The harpies. Come on. If the harpies win this, okay. I'm never forsaking harpies ever again. Holy crap. The harpies actually routed them off. Let's go. Oh my gosh. All right, now we just have to capture this point and make sure he doesn't get any more capture points for the rest of the game. Should be simple enough. Should be simple enough. Can't be that hard, right? If I can actually capture this bad boy, that would be great. Come on, Double Hydra can capture this. I know they can capture this, man. What are they doing? What are they doing? Capture the point, man. Okay, there we go. We got another cavalry summon. I gotta route those guys off. Are they gonna capture it in time? Holy crap, the Hydras didn't capture it in time. What a ripoff. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, the Hydras were not great on such a big map. Ugh. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Good game though. Well played by my opponent. He beat me with an Eshin build. The mad lad. Yo, the slingers were really annoying. I feel like, I will say, the Dread Knights did well. They did generally well. I was actually trading pretty solid too. The problem was just hauling it back at the end there. Yeah, I can't believe it. I can't believe the Hydras didn't capture in time. Don't they have pretty good capture rate? Oh my goodness. The Hydras did kill Thwart though. He did kind of YOLO Thwart into the Hydras. I feel like what I needed was like more cavalry. That was a huge map. You once knew an Enticity that never lost a ladder match? For shame! I have brought shame! Yeah, I didn't capture that middle point early. I was a fool. I was a fool. More Dread Knights? Yeah. Clearly. The Dread Knights got like hundreds of kills between them. Clearly, I need more Dread Knights. Those ones actually survived basically the entire fight. Until I kind of YOLO'd them into some spears. I think the problem, I got too many elite units. You don't go Dread Knights and Hydras, right? You go Dread Knights and spam infantry. And light cavalry. You missed the fight? Ah. Feel free to rewind. We're waiting for a match right now. Skaven greater than Druchi. Brutal. Brutal. What a close match though. If I had taken that middle capture point, we might have been able to win it. The problem is that with so much Eshin, it's actually really hard to keep track of where he's gonna be trying to steal points. Really though, I really should have taken that middle point though. That middle point was so close. Alright, come on. Remember, if you want to stream snipe, feel free to. If you're new to multiplayer, feel free to try and target against my build. Or bring the same Skaven build. Clearly, it's sick. Hey, Rend Fenris. Thank you very much for the Prime sub. Helps a lot. Dread Knights with Flaming Sword. I might as well use like an Occam's Mind Razor or something. Give him like plus 50% damage. Crap, did it bug out? Oh my gosh, look at me. Matches again. Come on, give me some matches. Only if new. Yep. Gotta teach them the pains of ladder. Crush them noobs. No. Man, yeah, I used to be such a big, like, you know, introducer to the multiplayer scene. I've fallen off so much though. Once I get tuned up though, I feel like I know how to play Coast now. And now that I know how to play Vampire Coast, if I learn how to play Dark Elves, that's more than enough factions to play in most tournaments. In fact, when is the next Warhammer tournament? TotalTavern.com. Tournaments, wow. And of course, the moment I start looking around, I find a match. Total Tavern. Hidden Oasis again. Okay, perfect. Perfect. So clearly the problem was I did not have enough Dread Knights, right? We want more Dread Knights. And this time, oh my gosh. Why did they keep leaving, man? When's the next tournament? So next month we have a new player tournament. I'm a new player. It's been so long since I've played. Is there any other? It's a weekend tournament though. Are any weekday tournaments on the 3rd? Yeah, Total Tavern's such a nice site to have around. Holy crap, there's a million tournaments going on. Best Underling Qualifier, new Swiss single faction domination tournament, new player, advanced player conquest, best of 3. Yeah, what's with the people dodging, man? Come on. There's a lot of tournaments on Saturday. I might want to like I might want to start streaming like some other games though. Warhammer, I feel like Warhammer, so I do have a plan with Warhammer now. I think my main content is probably going to be like edited battles. That seems to be what I'm best at right now. The Kalita video has pretty good reception. Same guy doesn't want to face me. Come on. Scared of the Ent. That shows that I still got it, okay? If people are dodging me in queue, it means I am clearly a god. They fear the gamer tag. The ODM. ODM is actually a really well-known clan. In general. Alright, come on. Come on. So let me take Dread Knights, man. Tournament today, but it's in 5 hours. Dang. You can at least dodge Q a little bit faster. You enjoy watching my PvE content more than PvP? I like to do a bit of both. But yeah, I think my edited videos right now is going to be mostly like battles against the AI, you know, basically like what's it, disaster battle saving, right? And then streaming, I'll still mostly stream Warhammer on weekdays. Well, I'll only be streaming Warhammer on weekdays, and then I'll save the weekends for, it's gonna be the same guy, I'm gonna save the weekends. Yeah, there he is. Oh my gosh, dude. Someone else queue up, please. So at least just to queue up into him. You don't even have to queue up into me. Just queue up into that guy. But yeah. You're trying to learn domination? So that's what you're here for? Hey, nice. Well, I just showed you that capturing the points are very important if you're going for value plays. If you go for expensive units, make sure you go for a bunch of cheap units too, so you can retake points. Yeah, I want to like start with 2 Dread Knights, have one in reserve, and then like try to go for the best army to support them as possible. Yeah, Nambark, do it. Do it, Nambark. Community battles. Because otherwise I'm just going to keep getting mislick or whatever. There he is. He keeps waiting. He keeps waiting for me to find someone. Like, bro, it's just... What's wrong with playing against me? Worst case scenario, you get a build you can copy. There's nothing wrong with it, man. I'll meme it. I'll meme it. I'll go, yes! Yes! Alright. Let's go. Finally. Oh my gosh. We finally wore him down. Let's see here. So I want to have one in reserve. And then what caster do I want here? He's going as the Empire. Fate of Buna to kill all his cavalry. I already have Dread Knights though to kill his cav. I kind of want to go for like Occam's Mind Razor, 50% more damage. You know what? I always rag on buff spells. Let's just try Occam's Mind Razor. Who knows, okay? Who knows? Maybe he'll do fine. And then I'll just take a low kier on foot. Just to be a really annoying menace. Basically unkillable, right? If he cycle charges with Franz, should be fine. And then like the name of the game here is mobility and infantry. That should be all I need to do well. One Dark Rider, one normal crossbow. And then... yeah, this should be pretty nice. Just hella lots of mobility. Maybe one Manticore. It's kind of sus because I lose capture weight. I'm traumatized now, guys. I'm absolutely traumatized now. Okay, you know what? Sure, let's do this. And the Crows of Cain actually did really well that last fight. Flaming Sword. Aspect of the Dread Knight. All right, fine, fine. You crazy chat. All right, where is it at? I guess we have to go Aspect of the Dread Knight at least once. Fine, look. Magic damage and terror. Are you happy? Is anything else here good? I guess I'll take that and like Doom and Darkness. And it's just going to be like the fattest leadership hit you've ever seen. Screw it, I don't need life leeching. There we go. Okay. I'd put chevrons on, but screw that. Watch, it's gonna dodge Q anyways. Blessed Dread. You have to take the Dread Duelist. Is it really that important? I'm penny pinching here. Oh, Road to Talabheim. Nice. Fitting that he is playing the Empire. Very fitting. Hydra and Charybdis. Gotta get a new account. Yeah, just change my name. I gotta make my name look super generic. Anyways, yeah, we'll try more Hydra and Charybdis action first, but I want to try the triple Dread Knight. Low cure on a dragon is really expensive. I'd rather have him on foot because he can do capture weight. These points are fairly close to each other. Convenient. All right. Your money's on, you're cheering for Middenland. Sorry, Nambark. I'm gonna have to crush your dreams. Probably again, given that you've watched many of my campaigns. All right, I'm gonna go ultra wide. Okay. And then we're gonna buff up these guys with Aspect of the Dread Knight and then Doom and Darkness to just insta-route everything. My infantry is well and supported by my by my elite cavalry, and we're gonna make do. Gotta be Franz, but no life wizard. Yeah, there we go. This is Boris. He brought Knights of the Blazing Sun, Reiksguard, some Spearmen. All right. So actually have a pretty interesting army, don't we? Not a lot to deal with my guys, and he has a caster with Plague of Rust and Searing Doom. Solid, respectable. Where are his huntsmen? I know he has huntsmen. There's no way this man does not have huntsmen. You gotta have huntsmen, mate. Not quite yet. No huntsman. Okay. Ooh, look at that. He actually dodged the shots by halting his movement. There's one unit of huntsmen. Okay. Lokir is just gonna run on up, and then we're just gonna get our infantry on the points, and then just hold really. All right, this is gonna rely heavily on my micro. Barely touching the points. Oh, he's going in for the charge. Interesting, interesting. Oh yeah, he's really going for the charge. All right, we got counter charge these guys. There we go. Nice. Can I get a hit on the Boris? Man. Those abilities really don't do anything, do they? Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, that's a nasty bombardment. The Dread Knights annihilate the Reichsguard on the flank, though, at least. And I think I can just rush down his infantry. Holy crap. That AoE did a lot of damage. That was pretty painful. Thankfully, my cavalry's still alive. They're still chilling. And we're going to be able to jump his guys soon. Okay, I can't overextend here. Let's pull back to spear support. Lokir's just going to YOLO forwards. He'll be fine. And then let's see if we can get these Dread Knights to actually do a little bit of work here. Obviously, the crossbows are great. They're doing fine. We're gonna jump them. Here we go. Brace. A decent brace. A decent brace. Not the best I've ever done, though. Let's see here. Any leadership debuffs that are actually useful here? Not really. Another AoE. Pretty solid one at that, too. But we've jumped his infantry, and most of his cavalry's caught up now. I think we'll be okay. We'll be fine. Unfortunately, actually, I can probably charge the back of those spears. Man, these abilities are really like, what am I even going to use these on? Oh, here we go. Dread Knights versus Boris. How does that pan out, I wonder? Apparently not that great. Oh my gosh. These spells, man. I just want like something that does damage, you know? You know what? Give these guys terror. We'll terror out those spears at least. All right. Unfortunately, we lost one of my Dread Knights. It turns out they are not as good versus the Empire. These ones are still alive, though. They should be able to get some work in. Boris is surrounded, though. He's going to go for another spell. We're going to dodge it, barely. And then, nice. Then we're going to reduce their leadership so that we can actually rout them off. Boris is getting beat up, and then we'll be fine. Dread Knight should not have been terror routed. They have, if they had aspect of the Dread Knight. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. How could I have been so foolish? Now my Dread Knights will rally. There is that. Boris is getting snippety sniped. And if I can just chase him off, that'd be amazing. He's going to be able to take off though. We do win the mobility fight. We do have a full capture on him. And I think now we want to get the other cavalry unit going, right? Now it's time for the other Dread Knight. Aspect of the Dread Knight on Dread Knights. Yo, honestly, Dread Knights, I feel like they should give them terror or something. You know? That'd be hype. Whoop, all right. Is he targeting my harpies? No, he's shooting this blob. I do have quite the cavalry advantage. I do still have a handful of Dread Knights. On the charge, they're still going to be rather terrifying. He has some undefended archers we can get onto, too. Here we go. Aspect of the Dread Knight. It doesn't even have enough range, man. It doesn't even have enough range. Sure, I'm doing Occam's Mind Razor next time, okay? Occam's Mind Razor is where it's at. Hey, look at that. On the charge, actually did pretty well. How many kills do they have? 16 and 90. I wonder how much value they got, though. Because I will say, the one great thing about Dread Knights is that they basically have infinite leadership. They'll rout a couple times, but they'll always come back. And that makes them quite formidable as like a late game cleanup tool. Let's see here. Man, I have so many infantry scraps everywhere. Thank goodness I'm not summoning hydras. That would be such a foolish move if I did that. Let's see here. Well, we got Boris over here. Any Dread Knights left on the right flank? Unfortunately, nope. Oh my goodness, those Dark Shards though. Boris getting annihilated. A grenade launcher Outriders. Yo, I like this guy's playstyle. He likes the cavalry playstyle, which is pretty cool. There we go. Get him routed. Aspect of the Dread Knight, Crows of Cain. Amazing. Does it do anything? No, not really. Holy moly, man. I really have a new appreciation for damage spells now. You know, nothing makes me appreciate damage spells more than having to deal with these janky. I can't believe this costs, like, Doom and Darkness aspect of the Dread Knight costs as much as like a fireball spam. And like, I could have killed Boris with fireballs at this point. Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. You might lose your first ever ranked match. Hey, hype. Are you gonna queue up? I assume this is not you. Oh, Lord Master of Sotek rating. Holy crap, thank you so much. Yo, what's up? Hopefully you're not getting ads right now. Ignore the one loss in the bottom right corner. I'm telling you, I had that game won, okay? The game was totally won. We're doing Dread Knight spam right now. It's going. The Dread Knights so far have paid for themselves. Yeah, greetings to the skink cohort. Hello. But yeah, Dread Knights are actually pretty fun. They're like legitimate, like pretty decent elite cavalry. The problem is you have to babysit them like no tomorrow. Otherwise, you can run into a few issues. But as long as they're not taking like a bunch of spell damage, that's probably the spookiest part, then you're fine. And if CA lowered their entity count, then they would truly be OP. You'll also notice the low cure Fellheart. He's doing great. You think leadership spells can be great? Early route can mean a lot. Yeah, in this case though, right? Usually if a unit's routing or about to route, like they're 16 leadership away from routing, they're gonna route soon anyways. So like, really, I'm only buying myself a few seconds with these leadership debuff spells. And if that's the case, then why not just use direct damage spells that will also hurt leadership, you know? Bootleg Druchi Sigvald, yeah. That's low here. But yeah, how goes? How is Sotek stream? Was it good? Is he still playing Greenskins right now, or did he move on from that? Do Dread Knights look good yet? I'll show their value at the end of the battle. Last battle, I got 350 kills on 2 Dread Knights. And they each got over like 1,200 gold in value. Or about 1,200 gold in value for both. So I would say that game they looked pretty good. This game, we'll have to see the post-battle statistics. But I have faith. I have great faith in the Dread Knights. They've been decent since they removed their rampage. Yeah, exactly. All right, now there we go. There's a second route on Boris. Let's get the Dread Knights in. I will say they do win against all cavalry. Oh, dang, look at that. This guy's using Plague of Rust grenade launchers to kill the Dread Knights. He definitely knows how to focus fire. Still don't know why he dodged me so much. He's like pretty proficient. I would say like the only thing is probably his build was a little rough. It's a little rough around the edges. Maybe a little bit too hard on the cavalry, not enough infantry, but like other than that, like, you know, I got no problems with this micro. I feel like he shouldn't be dodging me so much. Or maybe he just hates my guts. You know, maybe he saw one of my videos on like Flaming Sword or something and just and he just hates me. All right, here we go. Look at that. 1,372 and 777 value. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Looky there. All right, here we go. That's a win. That's a win. Now, rules are the same for all the new people showing up. If you want to stream snipe, but you're new to multiplayer, feel free to look at my build and build around it. It will help make me a better player. If you are advanced and you actually have played a lot of tournaments, maybe let's make it a fair match. I'm still relearning everything. Anyways, no, he used good spells too. He had Searing Doom and oh hey, it's the same guy. He's gonna dodge me. He used Searing Doom and thingy and Plague of Rust, which are legitimate spells. So like, I don't know. All right, who are we going for? Do you go for Rakarth now? I feel like Rakarth does not get any love. We'll put him on a chariot because true Rakarth players, you know, don't put him on a dragon. Let's see here. Or is it? No, Lokir is the one where it doesn't make sense that he's on a dragon. Rakarth, it makes sense that he's on a dragon. Never mind. We'll put him on a dragon. Lokir is never touching a dragon though. Removes fear and terror. Yeah, we should terror out Boris. That'd be hilarious. All right, yeah, we're gonna make a mega Rakarth, okay? This is not a useful buff. Actually, it's 50% more damage. You know what? Let's do that. Bonus versus large. Okay, you know what? Here's the play. Here's the play. I'm going to make the chonkiest Rakarth you've ever seen. Cold One Dread Knight. 2 in reserves. And we're going to buff him up with a caster. Now this is the situation where buffs can actually do okay. Lore of Shadows with the speed booster. And then you go for Melkot's Miasma to slow them. Enfeebling Foe to debuff them. And then Occam's Mind Razor so that I can give Rakarth plus 100% damage. Because he'll do so much damage now, he should just be able to straight up route everything. Crap, I need to actually choose my units here, sorry. He should actually be able to do so much damage that we just insta win, right? We're talking ludicrous damage here. If there is a, oh, we didn't even lock in races yet, my bad. Corn, interesting. All right. I'm gonna terror out a demon. Does that make sense at all? I have no idea. This sounds like a bad idea. It definitely is. But this guy's been Q dodging me forever, so we gotta meme it up a little bit. Which one is Rakarth? He had grief? No, he's the 1,000 Maws. There we go. Here we go. So obviously we have our usual infantry stack, right? The crossbows are solid, and I'm banking on the Dread Knights on being able to actually defend all of this infantry here. You have Stop Rampage, but no rampaging units. It also gives ward save. So if we end up in a tussle against something big, I imagine we'll be fine. Isn't there an ROR Dread Knight? I'll have to check. If there is, I haven't seen it. Rakarth loves his Hydras and Charybdises, just saying. All right, we'll get it. We'll do a Charybdis stack after. All right. If the Dread Knights pay for themselves again 3 times in a row, then we'll stick with it. All right, here we go. So basically this is, I want to showcase, all right, I obviously talk about how buff spells are pretty garbage most of the time. If there's a situation where they are decent, it is a situation where the battles last only 30 seconds. And since we have so much anti-large, it should be pretty fast. The problem is actually catching whatever Rakarth wants to hunt. But Occam's Mind Razor plus his abilities, we're looking at a plus 125% damage boost. Unfortunately, I don't see a Bloodthirster. Dang it. If there was a bloodthirster, we would have crushed face. Well, such is life. Now he does have some skirmishers here. I think against them, instead of spamming skirmish cavalry, I'm going to rely on my shades, and then we can use a Melkoth's miasma to get them routed off once they're a little bit lower. In the meantime, Rakarth can just breath attack these guys. Oh, he knows I want to go for it. I don't even know if Rakarth will do a great breath attack on them, but a solid warding. We warded them off. All right, how do breath attacks do against them? Pretty bad when it's dodged. We killed 2 entities. Very good, very good. We got a solid volley on this flank, though. He was possibly distracted by the shenanigans there. We got our shades. And what has he got? I still don't know where his lord is. He brought in the blood beast, but like... You're telling me I spent all this money on Rakarth just for my opponent to not bring someone for me to fight? I bet they're in the forest somewhere. I would totally hunt them down, but a little bit of a bad idea right now. Solid damage though. All right, well, I might as well Melkoth's here. Melkoth's is actually a surprisingly high damage ability. Let's just get another shade going. Some Wrathmongers should be fine. I'm just gonna shoot him up, you know. I also have a breath attack for him, but they are on the move right now, kind of moving unpredictably. He might dodge, so we gotta be a little bit careful. Oh crap, my Dread Knights. Gotta get him actually activated. There we go. And the Wrathmongers are honestly kind of getting massacred, especially if we send Rakarth on them. He should be able to kill him, right? Reduce their melee attack so they take a bit more damage. And then there's the Blood Beast. Okay, you know what? I can't send Rakarth on the Blood Beast. Sure, why not? It's a little excessive. It's a little excessive. There we go. But yeah, if we just pop everything here, he should be able to take him out. What is this strat though? He's playing, oh, there's the flank. All right, this man wanted to be fancy, no wonder. All right, now thankfully it's mostly infantry, so I can summon in my skirmishers to just pepper them. It's mostly marauders and such. I can just deny the flank by pulling to the side here and let Rakarth kill everything. Thankfully most of my shades are also in relative safety. And then we're gonna go for Skull Taker. Now Rakarth has taken a little bit of damage now, but I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling very confident. He should be able to fight Skull Taker. Oh, whoop. Definitely want to pull these guys back. Just some marauders. Okay, not a big problem. All right, come on. Come at me, bro. My cavalry should be able to finish off the rest of that elite infantry. I just want to fight Skull Taker. That's the only thing I ever wanted. I've souped up Rakarth so much, man. He's such an expensive lord. All right, here we go. Let's pull the infantry back. Obviously, they're gonna die to all those guys. Occam's Mind Razor also gives us a little something something. It gives us a little bit of a buff to my guys. You know what? Let's just skirmish him. He has so much infantry. There we go. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna let him sit in there. How are my Dread Knights doing? Amazing. We should be able to kill the Wrathmongers. All right, here we go. Get him, Rakarth. Come on. You are supreme. He has 1,000 damage. 1,000 damage. He can't buff himself with it. How's my cavalry doing? They're kind of only doing okay. There we go. All right, chunking them down. Now he's landing the hits. And that should be the end of good old Skull Taker here. In the meantime, my Dread Knights have kind of gone murdered. Wrathmongers are a little spooky, it turns out. But Skull Taker? Skull Taker goes down to basically no HP left. Amazing. And Rakarth only loses like a little bit of HP. Now, obviously, he's taken my points. His mega flank has got him some value. We do get our passive procced, so I do get some slightly stronger guys for a bit. But I'm going to have to get my value back with my skirmishers now. Should have known he was going for the big flank. Should have known, given that he just had no units for the longest time. All right, come on. Kill the blood beasts. How we looking? How we looking? Shades are a little worse for wear. Skull Taker's still just chilling. I wonder if he's going to try and send Skull Taker into the fight, though. I suppose probably not. Although, he is there. We're kind of stuck fighting Blood Beasts right now, though. Come on, come on. Catch any Furies. Definitely getting triple capped is a little spooky. Come on, Ricard, you got this. Okay, all the Blood Beasts are effectively dead. And can we kill him? Is the question. He's on the hunt. He's on the hunt. Chase him down. Chase him down. Get the speed boost. Surely with the speed boost we'll be able to do it, right? Come on, come on. Yeah, let's go. Lore of Shadows. Hype. Get wrecked. Aw, yeah. The Mega Ricard. Now I just have to kill the rest of his army. And that's going to take me ages. But with Skull Taker going down, that means not much else left here on the side of my opponent. Leadership is gone. All right. Now it's just the cleanup, okay? Oh my gosh. I will say, the Mega Ricard is pretty fun. He's pretty fun. Is he the best use of my money? Probably not. But he did kill Skull Taker, and not many Dark Elf Lords can say they've done that. There we go, there's a route. How many entities do these guys have? What are those? Marauders, dual weapons? Bloodwake, Wrathmongers. Oh my gosh. It's gonna take a little while to actually kill them. We should be able to get there eventually, though. I will say those Harpies are a menace. I think I just gotta recruit more like actual elite cavalry. The skirmish cavalry aren't really cutting it anymore. But anyways, as long as we get ourselves out of a double cap here, then I think we'll be okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, maybe one Dread Spear unit. And I'll use my caster to capture this point. Should be fine. Should be fine, okay? Let's see here. Oh my gosh, these guys won't die. You know what? Occam's Mind Razor Ricard again. It's the only way. It's the only way. I just need the DPS, right? There we go. Buff yourself up. Kill those Furies. And then we'll have the skirmish cavalry in here. They'll be able to retake some capture points, and then I think we're good. Kind of a scary game. Corn is rather spicy, but I think we did well. I kind of wonder how well my cavalry did too. That was kind of one of the big questions on whether or not they would be able to win it for me. There we go. Furies are dead. Great thing about if he decides to spam more Furies is that Furies are not especially great at oh, actually, I can give these guys a bonus. I can give them bonus versus large. So my cavalry, my skirmish cavalry actually wins super hard there. Amazing. Ricard with the buff abilities. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Then we breath attack as infantry so that they don't come back. My spears are kind of killing it over there. Yeah, we should be fine. I just need one more Dread Knight and then we're okay. Whoop. Do I have Occam's yet? I don't have Occam's. Those are Flesh Hounds. Occam's Mind Razor. Let's go. Does it cook? Eh. You know what? Not bad. Not bad. Decent damage. It's mostly because he doesn't have his Lord right now, but, you know. We did kill Flesh Hounds. That's pretty solid. He doesn't have time to resummon his Lord either. I think we did it. I think we survived. And then we'll close out with a Cold One Dread Knight unit. Sure, get bonus versus large. Oh, that doesn't give bonus versus large. It's just extra damage, huh? Anyways, our cards should be fine there, right? especially if we reduce their stats. There we go. There's the Dread Knight. They're back. Is this the one that fought earlier? Yeah, look at that. On their first summon, they already got like 1,000 value. Huge, man. Huge. Now, you may notice Rakarth is dying. And to that, I say, don't worry about it. He's a beast. 800 HP in a dream. It's just like campaign, right? You just, you know, you just leave him in there, right? And then he'll survive the battle with like 10 HP left. Yeah, see that? See, we got him routed. Not even close. Not even close. All right. Now I just have to capture this last point and then we're set. Honestly, I don't know why this guy Q-dodged me so much. We're actually getting some pretty close battles. But with the Dread Knights, I don't think he'll be able to come back. GG. Are Dark Elf Cavalry really getting their value back? Yeah. Especially considering I used them as a stopgap and wasn't really farming value on them. I'd say that is a formidable amount to get back. And look at this. Look at this damage boost. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be a massacre. Oh man, look at that. 72 weapon strength Dread Knights. Insane. Absolutely insane. They just deleted the Corn Gores. And then they get terror routed. Yo, look at that. Dread Knights with Rakarth. The GOAT. That was actually pretty sick. That gave them an extra 350 value just on the charge. It's like he has his own mini Occam's Mind Razor. All right, there we go. So let's get kill the doggos. Rakarth is still at 800 HP. Wonderful. And then I guess I just save up for another Dread Knight. Seems like they're doing pretty well for themselves. Let's see here. Can I get another charge in with them? This time I give them melee defense. Slow down the skirmish cavalry so they get caught by Dread Knights. Hey, amazing. Looky there. We did it. Another victory. With the Dread Knights too. I can't believe that one Skaven lost though. I will say Wrathmongers are crazy though. Wrathmongers are crazy. Skull Taker a little bit less so. Rakarth kinda goated. Yo, look at that. There is an ROR Dread Knight. Oh well, now I gotta do it. As usual, if you want to queue up so that this guy doesn't have to face me all day. Do it. Do it. I'm warmed up now. I'm spamming infantry instead of Hydras. This is really cool. You love how yeah, yo, Cold One Knights are finally back in it, okay? Ever since the Rampage got removed, you can actually micro them now. Yeah, way better than Aspect of the Dread Knight. Occam's Mind Razor is a buff spell that is like it's on the borderline good or not good. You know, if it did actually help in the single entity fight. Like Rakarth would have taken way more damage from Skull Taker if we didn't kill him so quickly with Occam's. Occam's Mind Razor is almost as good as Flaming Sword. No. No, not in the slightest. Yo, Flaming Sword is so bad compared to Occam's. Occam's Mind Razor it's 50% damage buff. Flaming Sword is like a 25% damage buff at best. Technically it's AoE though, but we're talking at best here. Most of the time it will not. Hey, what's up, Miss Link? He's probably sick of seeing me now. He's got to know I'm a cavalry guy. All right, now we got to run the Malekith, right? Got to run the Malekith. Seraphon. Okay, let's lock in our faction. Malekith with Soul Sealer. Yeah, it's a classic. Power of Darkness, Soul Sealer. Power Recharge. Miscast chance minus 50%. Huh. Enemy power recharge, power reserves reduction. Wait, so you're telling me in 100 seconds they lose 5 points of magic? Okay, that's not that impressive, but I guess it's you have to be in range though. All right, it's pretty useless. In fact, I think all of that is pretty useless. I think Soul Stealer, Power of Darkness is good enough. Gaze of Malice got pretty heavily nerfed, but you can still get your value back with it. So I'll run it. 3,000 cost Malekith, pretty standard. Yes, the Knights of the Ebon Claw. These guys cause... do they have anything special to their name? They have nothing special to their name except for Murderous Mastery. I love it. I'll take them. We already got a caster, so I don't need to waste more money on that. And against Lizardmen, you know what? Lizardmen have a really hard time dealing with elite infantry. I'm gonna have some fun and go for a ton of Hargoneth Executioners with some Dread Spears on the flank to defend them. He could have some skirmishers of his own, and to counter that against Chameleon Skinks, yeah, they don't really have any additional abilities. They're kind of exactly the same with extra stats. I think before, yeah, you see the tooltip over here? It removes the primal instincts, right? So before they didn't have primal instincts, but now it's a good thing. So they get to keep it, which kind of makes, you know, they're okay. Let's see. So we've gone very heavy into the elite force. Oh yes, we needed something to deal with skinks. What, Charybdis? War Hydras and Charybdis? Okay, you know what? I'll take a double. I'll take one War Hydra, one Charybdis, just for you. Who mentioned it earlier? Jitty. Jitty cause Maximus. There you go. Enjoy. The rest of the army needs to be actual good stuff. All right, we need like some melee and a bunch of cavalry. And that way we actually have a way to get some working, to get some catcher pointing. Yeah, Murderous Mastery doesn't do that much. But yeah, it is 9 ranks. It's 9 ranks for 250 gold. Not awful is about the best you could explain it. Here's the thing though, right? Rank 9 stats makes them go from extremely hard to kill to effectively unbreakable. No range units, no range units. If he brings in the Pterodons, I guess Malekith is going to be busy. Worst ROR is definitely the Raven Heralds. In the Dark Elf roster, I'm pretty sure there's a worse ROR. Raven Heralds were legitimately meta back in the day. Now, I'm not saying they're exceptional or anything, okay? But, like, they saw use. I'm sure there's, like, I don't know, like a Medusa on a shrine ROR that no one uses. All right, I'm sure there's definitely other RORs that are not really used. Can I think of them? Probably not, because they're never used. You would use Flaming Sword against Wood Elves? Yeah, if they're weak to fire, you know, it gives a fire debuff. Here's the thing though, right? Why would you buff Free Company to shoot Dryads when you can just use Burning Head and kill the entire unit anyways? This is always the problem with Flaming Sword. It has to compete with Burning Head, which is way better against infantry. And if we're talking about focus firing a tree man with like 4 huntsmen, you know, then like it doesn't even buff armor piercing damage. So you can't even say it's good in that aspect. I don't know, you're convincing me that it sucks all over again. Also nice, Ancient Salamanders. That is a solid anti-infantry option. I gotta play careful here. He also has Mazda Mundi with the net. So if he nets me down, life gets awkward. I definitely need more cavalry. And unfortunately, I only brought 1 Dread Knight, like a fool. Like an absolute fool. So I'm actually just gonna play for time here. And kind of just play keep away, because screw these salamanders. Now, he won't have that many skirmishers though, because the salamanders are really expensive. So if I play my cards right, maybe we'll be fine. Woo, that was close. Very close, very close. I'll be able to catch his skink skirmishers at least. That'll be nice. That'll be nice. Malekith. Solid attack animation. Let's see here. Sure, just Gaze of Malice. Those guys. Dread Knights are doing good. Salamanders don't do well against them. And yeah, we're kind of just abusing the fact that he doesn't have too much in the way of ranged. Now, how did Dread Knights do versus Spear Riders? Oh god, those are horned ones. Oh, he netted them? Well, ain't that a mistake and a half? All right, well, we might have goofed there. How well do they hold? Against all odds, surrounded by the enemy, their leadership's definitely holding up really well. Long enough for me to get a counter charge on the horned ones. But is it the best of situations? I don't know. They are actually holding really well, I must say. We lucked out on that AoE ability. It could have wrecked my face there. There's a buff. Meanwhile, Malekith is... He hasn't even landed yet. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I hate dragons, but yeah, you see the power of the Knights of the Ebon Claw. They just kind of sit and grind forever, and they still got 500 value despite basically being thrown away. Not the worst. Not the worst. You know who is the worst though? Malekith, who apparently does not know how to land on the ground. You know what? I'm just forcibly landing him. He needs to actually make contact with these guys. And I'm just going to use my infantry to clear out his. In the meantime, I guess we got 6 Soul Sealer here on his cavalry. And then I'm just going to ignore Mazdamundi. There we go, Malekith. You got this. There we go. Thankfully, Ancient Salamanders really are just the most expensive things in the world. And with them kind of chased off, maybe we can just get some value here. Common theme is needing more Dread Knights. Yeah, exactly. Your Dread Knights are so high. These Salamanders don't have a lot of armor piercing, by the way. Not on their range attacks, so I don't have to worry about them. There we go. We've routed off one. And now we got our Executioners on the job, and they're going to clap some cheeks. Now, unfortunately, my Ebon Claw Knights are gone. But I can just wait and resummon them. That's not the end of the world. And then I guess we can get a Charybdis in. There is a Mazdamundi here that needs a dealing with. I will say Cold One Knights are also pretty good now. Honestly, next time I play Wood or Dark Elves, I'm just spamming. I'm just gonna spam cavalry because they are doing quite good for themselves. Now, unfortunately, we get countercharged again by the Cold One Spear Riders. Brutality. Mazdamundi's just chilling in here. But we do have a triple cap. What are these? Feral Cold Ones. Easy W for my Dark Riders to surround them. Can I force path my Cold Ones out here? Maybe. Oh, nope. They're taking 1,000,000 damage trying to do that. Let's see if we can outmaneuver these Feral Cold Ones at least. Mazdamundi. Okay, yeah. I guess they do have a good amount of anti-infantry. But here we go. We got a Charybdis now, and I've never lost a game where I summoned a Charybdis in. Trust. All right. We also got a heal for Malekith. That should help him out. Feral Cold Ones get surrounded and charged. They do still rampage. Absolute noob unit, of course. And then, yeah, then it's just slow grind of killing Mazdamundi for the next half an hour. We also might lose this. What happened to my spears, man? They just got deleted by something. Crap, Malekith's taking a little bit of damage too. At least the Ancient Salamanders are dead. But I would say this battle is far from over for sure. Okay, we're gonna fly again. Make him a little bit more maneuverable. Get a breath attack on Mazdamundi. Of course, he does have healing. The breath attack whiffs. Classic dragon. Oh boy. All right, we're playing from behind. We got the Charybdis. There's a Cold One Spear Riders. They're gonna annihilate my my poor guys. I'm just gonna save up for another Knight of the Ebon Claw. And then we just have to support. We just have to support everything here. Sure, let's get another spell off. All right, Malekith. You're gonna land on Mazdamundi, and you're gonna kill him. I'm sure it'll go fine. And then once we get the cavalry back, in the late game, they clean up shop, right? They gotta. The Charybdis too. Anti-large. This has to work. Clearly. There we go. Evan Claw's back. So I just have to babysit them like no tomorrow, basically. The worst case scenario, they get netted. And then they die. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen, I guess. Is Master Monday gonna escape? Yeah, I think he's gonna escape. Crap. And he's gonna get a surround on the Charybdis. And he has an ancient salamander back. I guess it survived the initial onslaught. Okay, no, Charybdis is kind of doing all right. It doesn't have weakness to fire or anything. Come on, Charybdis, you got this. Ebon Claw Knights are here. Oh boy. Oh, he's gonna win. He's gonna win here if I'm not careful. I'm definitely running out of troops. I feel like the trades are not going too well. The Lizardmen Cav are actually kind of killing it. Oh my gosh, Mazda Mundi with the route too. Okay, come on, Knights. You got this. You got to prove yourselves. People have been trash talking you for too long. Redemption is now. Man, that poor Charybdis though. Yo, that Charybdis sucked. Do you have another heal soon? Okay, we have another heal soon at least. And Malekith, you know, he's landing his hits. The Knights of the Ebon Claw do win the Cav trade. And they can maybe kill another Feral Cold One unit or something. Come on, Malekith. Okay, we can hit the Umbral Tide, sure. Malekith, I'm just gonna save him with the Cav, okay? There's a few Feral Cold Ones here. Should be okay. We'll countercharge them. Okay, look at that. Couple javelins, just a few skinks, and now the Ebon Claw is on Mazda Mundi. That is exactly where we want them. They got armor piercing. They got basically everything I could possibly want. Will they pass the test? Or will they simply die? Let's go ahead and see. Maybe with Malekith's support. Have they gone their value? I don't know how I feel about these Ebon Claw guys. I feel like they're basically just Dread Knights, aren't they? They're just Dread Knights at a higher price. I feel like normal Dread Knights are where it's at now. Oh, geez, that's a route. We're gonna kill Mazda Mundi though, thank goodness. And me capturing all the points early on has really helped us out. Okay, and they are gonna kill him. They are gonna kill him. Against all odds. Those are horned ones. Okay, so we want to try and bait their charge then. There we go. Glorious. We have killed an enemy lord. We are fine. As long as Malekith doesn't get dumpstered on by these by the Umbral Tide, we're good. They're not the most accurate, so they actually friendly fired a lot there. And then if I just kind of spam cavalry, we're good. Definitely one of the more sus battles. Do I still have 2 capture points? No. We only have 1. Okay. I just gotta make sure Malekith doesn't die and we're okay. Woo! Good charge animation. And hey, look at that. They're kind of holding. You know what? On the second summon, they're doing all right. They got themselves 2,000 value total. I'd say they're doing okay. Are they the best cavalry I've ever seen? Most definitely not. Are they... Do they do their job? The answer is yes. They do their job well enough, okay? Mazda Mundi pushed it into the skirmish unit. Pushed what into the skirmish unit? I totally missed it. I totally missed it. I was too focused on just trying to kill the toad. Okay, those are Feral Cold Ones. Yeah, at this point, my remaining knights should be able to just finish everything off here. We have a solid double cap. He's spamming Feral Cold Ones now. There's more Feral Cold Ones. Okay. These cohort of Sotek refuse to die. Do I have anything? Nice. Here we go. Yo, Dark Elf cavalry builds. Pretty hype. Oh, Malekith getting cooked. Don't worry about it. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. There we go. There's a charge animation. 1 soul sealer and he'll be good as new. Lickety split. How much life does he have? 700. Okay. Classic Dark Elf syndrome. Where they Oh, the dodge. Very cinematic dodge. Good job, Malekith. Oh, boy. 500 HP. We're good. We're gonna heal. And he'll be fine. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Come on, patch yourself up. I don't know how this dragon is actually holding it together, but somehow it is. All right, time to get some spears in. And hey, look at that. Ebon Claw's held. Hey, they've actually almost paid for their 2 summons. Sick. Sickerino. And the pepperoni. Doesn't even make sense, but I'm excited. Man. Okay, my lord has barely survived way too many times playing against this guy. I feel like my lords just are constantly at like death's bed. With enough micro though, they'll be fine. Solid charge over there. I will say the knights don't rout. Despite getting minus 74 leadership, they're still sticking with it and contributing to the fight. I would say they do their job, right? But you gotta really make sure they're defended. Like, this is definitely a unit that does better if you support them with other cavalry and just babysit them, right? Once you do that, they'll stick in the fight for basically forever. Now they're routed off, but they've gone back 2 Dread Knights worth of value. Pretty good. Now, is he gonna resummon Mazdamundi? If he does, we're screwed. I don't see him though, so I think it's okay. What do I want? Man, that Charybdis almost lost me the game, man. I'm learning that Hydras and Charybdis suck. Every time I summon them, things get so much more sus. Oh, crap. No, fly, let's go. Oh my gosh, Malekith with the debates. He still routes anyways, though. Come on, come back. You have 700 HP, man. Exhaustion under missile fire? Wow. I didn't realize under missile fire gave him minus 5 debuff. That's kind of crazy. You know what? Let's get the Hydra. let's play it spicy. Why not? I got 2 capture points. He has about half a minute to get me off of them. We're gonna buff our leadership here. And I don't think anything here has enough capture weight to stop me. Hydra, yeah, we got the Hydra. There you go. I'm getting it in early so I don't have to summon it again later. Oh, come on, Malekith. Come on. Come on. And he's fine. He's fine. Take off, fly. Fly. Oh yeah, not even close, baby. Yeah, see, this is just ultimate suffering, right? Gotta love the 48 HP Malekith. The tiny 8 Cold One Knights dealing 1/3 of the damage on skinks. Holy crap, Dark Elf Cavalry is crazy now. And he lives. And he lives. Great success. Malekith got 5,300 value. Classic Malekith. Absolutely classic Malekith. The Dread Knights paid for themselves on 2 summons. The second summon they did more than enough, so I feel like as a reserve unit it's pretty good. Executioners got executed. Holy crap, 3,000 on my Cold One Knights. Okay, so yeah, okay. The Charybdis. The Charybdis, man. 100% win rate with the Hydra Charybdis combo. It's true, it's true. Yeah, Cold Ones are actually good. So I feel like I'm figuring out today, like, the bread and butter Dark Elf units. Cold One Dread Knights, normal Cold Ones, someone with Soul Stealer, as always, and then the rest is just support, right? There's some weak sauce things, like don't take Charybdis or Hydras. Oh, Miss New Booty, let's go. Let's go. We got Miss New Booty in here. All right. Here we go. Viewership battle. How sweaty do you want me to be, Miss New Booty? Are you still in chat? If you're still in chat, all right. Like I said, you're free to stream snipe if you're not confident in your ability to take me down. Marathi. Let's see here. I can go for a Helbron. Doesn't she have like some crazy debuffs? Stage, she has armor piercing buffs and vigor replenishment. Heroic killing blow. You know, I kind of want to go for a Manticore Helbron and just give her everything. Rampage, Witch Brew, the Cursed Blade. Yeah, sure, there you go. A Mega Helbron. And then obviously accompany her with, I could take Wissen's Wild Form. And then what? That doesn't have the best damage buffs. I want like something that'll just make her a god of combat. No, I'm not taking Flaming Sword. Is it really just Occam's Mind Razor? Did we already peek at Mind Razor? You know what? I have a play. Mind Razor, Enfeebling Foe. Watch Miss New Booty actually be like a really sick multiplayer player. They might be. Whatever. I'm still gonna try it because it's hilarious. Wissen's Wild Form. And we have Enfeebling Foe and Occam's Mind Razor and Helbron on a Manticore. She is just a missile strike on anything we want to kill. Not to mention she has all of these abilities. She should be able to kill anything I throw her at. The only downside is she's kind of a glass cannon. A little bit squishy. We're going to take some solid core units. I haven't played with a Medusa yet, so I'll take one in honor of Helbron. And then after that, now we got to stick with the core units, right? Actually take stuff that's good. I'll experiment with the other guys a bit later. Witch elves suck, I know that. Witch elves are hot garbage. Yeah, and I just want like a lot of ranged and just like 2 skirmishers for safety. We can lock in our race now. And then the rest is just like infantry spam. And maybe like another Dread Knight. Helbron get any regen in multiplayer? I don't think so, no. Also, I gotta get me some water. 1 second. Wood elves. Wood elves. All right. You know, Knights of the Ebon Claw Reserve, triple cold one night. We have all the bread and butter we could want. So this is like a pretty normal Dark Elf build minus the Medusa and minus the weird hero caster combo. I forgive you for not bringing a Hydra or a Charybdis against the Wood Elves. That's what it takes. Only one of the strongest shooting armies in the game with the ability to kite Hydras. Yeah. All right, here we go. Yeah, Helbron doesn't heal in multiplayer, so she's generally not favored because Malekith and Marathi have Soul Stealer to self heal. We're up against Miss New Booty, so I gotta med up, guys. We gotta take our medication. There we go. We're juiced. We're juiced. Next day, Enticity has been banned. Has been banned for promoting drug use. Don't do drugs. Don't do drugs unless your doctor tells you to. In which case, be a good patient. Be a good patient, man. Doctors have it hard enough. I read so much horror stories. There's an optometrist I know where they told me about how patients would come in with like an eye problem. And they're like, what did you do? And they're like, I don't know. I don't know what I did. They're like, oh, you wear contact lenses, right? Do you keep them clean? And they're like, yeah, I leave them in butter. They leave them in butter and then put it into their eyeball. So that's just me letting you know, don't be a bad patient. Otherwise, your stories will be known around the world. You will never be forgotten in the mind of whichever doctor you go to. Better believe that's a bad idea. I think there were a few bad ones. Beer, I think beer was one. Beer was one, which that one I can at least kind of get. You know, beer is antimicrobial, I guess. But yeah, the butter was bad. That one really stuck with me. I don't know. There were a bunch of ones. Anyways. Yeah, and single-use contact lenses. Don't use them more than once. That's also pretty bad. the horror stories are endless. They really are. Anyways, what do we got? We got Drycha. All right, here we go. We got Helbron, 500 weapon strength, anti-infantry, armor piercing, bonus versus infantry 20, plus 50% damage boost, plus another 24 melee attack and extra damage, plus a melee debuff and yeah, general melee debuff on Drycha, extra 50% damage, extra 25% damage. And if she doesn't die immediately, that's just sad. Now I have to actually single her out. Thankfully she is a foot character. Zotes, interesting. And to single her out, I need cavalry support, right? We got to go hard on the cavalry support. Helbron also AoE buffs too, by the way. So that's going to help us out quite a bit. Here we go, Medusa. Is this thing good at all? Or is it just going to get shot to death by Deepwood Scouts? Let's see. It does have a little Whale of Malice AoE. Okay, pretty underwhelming damage overall. We're kind of just biding our time right now, building up our cavalry corps so that I can actually just jump her. In fact, I think my opponent is getting a little bit too feisty. I think he's getting a little bit too feisty. Oh, and she overcasts. Amazing. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to sack my cavalry and just say, you know what? Screw it. Screw it. I'm going ham. There we go. She's in there, right? And then all the cavalry dive on in. We buff her up, give them the Occams to get through the ward save or the physical resist increase on Drycha. And the cavalry's warding off all the support so that Helbron is focusing her as much as possible. Helbron, as you can see, has 1,300 damage. Now she just needs to land one hit. Come on, one hit, Helbron. Come on, you got this. Her buffs are wearing off. Really? All that? I spent thousands of gold on that. All right, she still has a couple of the buffs. Yeah, this is what I mean by buff spells don't last long enough. She didn't even get a hit, man. Because the buff spell should last a little bit longer. Regardless, right? Just still getting wrecked because this is Helbron. She has like effective 87 melee attack versus her. But she doesn't do nearly as much damage anymore. Oh my, all that. Whatever, man. Yo, I swear though, buff spell should really last like at least a minute. 30 seconds is only long enough to get 3 attacks in at best. And one of them is likely gonna miss, so you're really just hitting twice. But hey, Drycha's super dead. It kind of worked out. It kind of worked out. Was it like the best strategy in the world? I think Spirit Leeches probably would have done just as well, but you know, there we go. Come on. I can't believe Drycha's still alive after all of that. Here, get another buff. Just again. Just do it again. There we go. 600 damage, I guess. Oh man, that was actually really underwhelming. I'm kind of sad now. All that, a plus 150% damage, plus 24 melee attack, and magic attacks, but she only hit Drycha once, so I didn't actually get any value out of that, more than I would have otherwise. It felt good though, okay? It felt good. And this is also why you got to be really careful when you're playing against Dark Elves, because with the right killer instinct, right, they're just gonna delete your guys. Okay, this should be way better. Tree Man doesn't get knocked over like Drycha. So if we buff up like that, Helbron back to 1,000 damage, hits them, does, you know, 1,000 damage. Okay, there we go. Yeah, she's chunking him. What's her melee attack? 80 to his 56 melee defense. You know what? Yeah, I spent thousands of gold. I spent thousands of gold on this, okay? I spent so much money on the Wombo. I think Helbron in and of herself is fine, all right? I think Helbron's fine, okay? But am I really going to be like drooling over these buff spells? I feel like it's so much better to just clear off the infantry with the burning head. But you know, she's definitely killing the tree man. He just has so much HP that even though we are hitting him for like 700 damage a pop, it's just like he's just made out of HP. So we'll never kill him in like the sub, you know, 30 seconds we're looking for. It was a good test though, okay? Everyone keeps talking to me about how good buff spells are. And you know what? I'm happy I did the test. Then at least, you know, I'm coming from a point of knowledge. There you go, Tree Man is dead. And I think we did win it. Miss New Booty, it was a valiant attempt. The Cav rampage into Drycha. It's fine, it's fine. I think it kind of helped. There we go. And now we take the capture point and then we're solid. Now, I feel like, I will say, Helbron's pretty nice. This is an AoE plus 24 melee attack for 30 seconds. Definitely on the Cav charge, you can get a little bit of damage with that. I wish Helbron just wasn't so overshadowed by the other lords. Maybe like, if she got like an HP buff or like her campaign healing, then she'd actually be taken over like Malekith. Because I feel like she's so cool, you know? You got the Hag Witch person, right? That's just like a beast in combat. A proper fighter with 85 speed. But she just dies so easily. Oh, hey, nice. Miss New Booty. Miss New Booty doing me a favor, giving me a second attempt at Drycha. Here we go. So look at how long this lasts. This lasts 19 seconds, right? I'm spending 4 winds of magic. And it's gonna be... It's already gone. The buff is already basically over, right? Oh, no, it still has like 9 more seconds on it. But like, look at how many times she's actually hitting. Helbron hit Drycha twice. At 1,000 damage, she hit Drycha twice. So that means this buff, even if you give it a very generous 200 damage per hit, it means I spent 4 winds of magic to do 400 damage, which is the same as a Spirit Leech. And it would be much less effective in other situations. The math is clear. The math is it's very clear, okay? All right, the buff spells they don't do it, even in the single entity fight, which is the most common rebuttal I get for people that say buff spells are good. There's your test, okay? Everyone clip it. Everyone clip it and send it to your friends, okay? Because I still get way too many comments about buffs. Wissons. Okay, Wissons is pretty bad, but it does buff more than Flaming Sword because it buffs armor piercing damage. Wissons would actually do about as much as Flaming Sword. It's not AoE, but it costs half as much. So really, I guess it doesn't give magic damage though. I will give you that. Flaming Sword would have buffed, and the fire damage is better versus Drycha. So there is something to be said that Flaming Sword would have done better than Wissons. You know what? I'll run Flaming Sword with Helbron next time, okay? That'll do it. That should do it, right? What about the Hand of Glory reload skill? In single player, it's good. If you get multiple volleys off with like artillery, that one's solid. In multiplayer, if someone is letting you shoot them with multiple volleys, you know, over the full course of the buff, you're gonna win anyways, right? Because you're gonna do about like, let's say you get 3 volleys off, that's 3,000 damage you're getting for free, right? You're spending ammunition to do 3,000 damage. That is such a big throw that the buff spell doesn't really, you know, it doesn't really change much, right? You're already winning. And then in an actual like high level multiplayer game, people are just gonna dodge. So, or skirmish, right? So like there's a lot of in and out fighting with range units. But in campaign, I can kind of see it on some artillery reload reductions. Kinda. It'll increase the DPS a little bit. Still probably not better than an AoE spell. But like on, if you put it on like a super high DPS unit for single entities, maybe. Hey, nice. We get land battle. Wanted to play a land battle. Who have we not tried yet? The Marath. You know what? Let's give this guy a little bit of love. He has Tormentor Sword. Here's the play. On a Manticore, Tormentor Sword, take a caster that supports cavalry. We want the Cav to win a fight immediately, so I'm gonna go for Occam's. And Enfeebling Foe. And Melkoth's. That's a bit excessive, right? I think Enfeebling Foe and Melkoth's is enough. And this is the strat. Net them down with the Tormentor Sword, and then slam into them with the cavalry. Triple Dread Knight. Think about it. It's amazing, ain't it? What are the best lores of magics? Lore of Fire is really good. You have, I don't know. Oh, it's the Empire. Interesting. How hard do I want to go on Cav? I don't want to go that insane. Definitely want to spam Corsairs. And then, like, usually you want some skirmishers. I think I'll go for the Scourge Runners. Double Scourge Runner. I have these guys. I have a Manticore Lord for Terror. Like, this is definitely just like overwhelm them as fast as possible. And then, like, what? A Crows of Cain? Yeah, it's a build. It's a build. It's definitely very, very one note, but it has a lot of good stuff in it. Lore of Shadows is really... So, like, here's your basic rundown on magic while we wait for our opponent. Lore of Death is if you're dealing with really, like, you just want consistent damage. Your Spirit Leech, your Fate of Muna. If there's a really hard target to hit, you go for that. If you want anti-infantry, you go Lore of Fire. Burning Head is best in class anti-infantry for light. If you want anti-armor, Lore of Shadows is king. Direct damage Melkoths on cavalry who have very low HP, and Pit of Shades to clear infantry. Pendulum's a little nerfed now, so don't go for that. And if you want to tech against high armor single entities and snipe them, Lore of Metals where it's at with Plague of Rust. They actually kind of line up exactly how you think the lores would work. At least for, like, you know, the those initial lores of magic. Lore of Life is also amazing for healing. Really, it's the spicy lores that are weak. Lore of Heavens kinda doesn't really have much going on, right? It's like, you know, it's a bunch of spells, but it doesn't really specialize anywhere. Lore of Light, really only useful because of the net, but that's about it. And a lot of factions already have nets. Lore of Beast is okay. Transformation of Kadan is okay. That's kind of your rough rundown, right? But like the core lores are the ones that I mentioned first. Thunderbolt spam? Really? Thunderbolt spam? I guess I can kind of see that. Isn't it like pretty dodgeable? Can't you dodge Thunderbolts with infantry? Like, as of late, I haven't been dodging many spells, but maybe you can slam it on cavalry to force a disengage. If you can hit with a Thunderbolt, it's great. Maybe there's something there. Definitely back when I was playing, I didn't see it used that much, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was a shift in the meta. All right, here we go. Simple build. Spread them out so we don't get artilleried to death. Silver Dawn, good luck, have fun. It's a very small circle that can be hard to notice. Okay, I see. Yeah, so like, you know, it depends on the situation. I know in Domination, it's much easier to land spells because people have their attention diverted. Usually in land battles, it's easier to dodge spells, so that could contribute. And if you can actually land with those thunderbolts, you can hit some really elite infantry blobs or cavalry. Maybe people just got worse at the game ever since domination, you know? All the hardcore game modes got ruined. That was actually the opinion of a lot of people way back. Though domination was a totally different game mode back in the day. Gelt. Plague of Rust, there you go. Searing Doom is not bad also, especially against cavalry. Interesting. Oh wait, he went hard cav. That's a lot of Empire Knights. You have any huntsmen? 1,400 troops. All right, time to do some math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 120 is going to equal 1,000. No, it's going to equal yeah, it's going to be roughly 1,000, close to 1,000 troops. Then he has a cav, so that's like, I don't think he has any huntsmen. I think he dumped all of his money into Reichsguard. All right, well, I'm kiting with my chariots. Screw getting surrounded, man. I don't want any of that. I don't want to get surrounded. All right, Crows of Cain can, I don't know, scout out. And then, yeah, here's the play. Spam Malkoths on anything that isn't a Knight of the Blazing Sun. And then, yeah, and then we're good. I should be able to win any cavalry fight with the power of infantry support. Yeah, there we go. Chariots are cooking. Gonna turn off fire at will here. He's using his spearmen to stop my attacks. Now we are winning right now with the capture point. Is he going to? Oh, there is a silver bullets. I see. Okay, so we're gonna play away from them. Whoop. Chariots need to stay safe. I might need to peel for them actually. On over and try and save them. Gelt. Does this thing block the silver bullets from shooting? I sure hope it does. Unfortunately, I did miss micro with the chariots mildly. If I lose a chariot, it's not worth. If they live, we're fine, because they can still get all of their ammunition out. And it looks like they can. Wonderful. All right, well, I guess I'm just chilling here, right? He has to advance towards me. And overall, because of the terrain, he can't really get an easy surround on the Dread Knights. If I can just take a solid fight with them, I think we'll be okay. The winning factor here, though, are those silver bullets. They are menaces. Oh, those are Reichsguard. Easy Malkoths. There we go. I accidentally took this scroll. Whoopsie daisies. And yeah, we're just kind of skirmishing right now. That's more Reichsguard. I just gotta make sure we don't get outmaneuvered here. And I gotta make sure we dodge Searing Doom. Okay, should be able to win this engagement, I think. How's Gelt doing? Gelt's kind of just chilling. He's kind of just chilling. I suppose the Searing Doom's gonna drop soon. Okay, no, not quite, not quite. Oh, there's the cav. There's the cav. Can they brace? Just brace as hard as you can, man. Oh, okay. There we go. It's not the worst of charges. I've definitely seen worse. We're gonna get a counter charge here. We're gonna get the sword. Oh, get wrecked. Get absolutely wrecked. Oh my goodness. That is why we have Tormentor Sword. That is why we got that. It is such a good cavalry swinging ability. That just absolutely annihilates all of them. Unfortunately, he's committing more cav. Gonna send in our support. On the right flank, it looks like we have one, as his guys have overextended. Though, I do see some Royal Demogryph Knights, terrifying. He does get a solid AoE on my guys, who are not able to dodge because I wasn't paying attention. And how are things going? So far, the Demogryph Knights, they're doing all right. They're taking a good amount of damage. I think in general, for how expensive they are, this is a pretty bad trade for my opponent. Especially because I'll just be diving in on them. We'll give them the stat debuff. Debuff. That's great because my cavalry, my Dread Knights, already have actual melee stats. Unlike most cavalry, in a grind, they will actually kill things. And if we just send them directly on top of the Demogryph Knights, they're gonna rout off like no one's business. We still have our chariots, amazing. The harpies are still alive, and as long as we can take out the silver bullets, I think there shouldn't be too much to worry about except for the fact that... Oh no, we still have these guys at full HP. Wonderful. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. I just gotta be a little bit careful here. Reichsguard disengaging. I see, I see. Another sword. Yeah, there we go. Get wrecked, Reichsguard. We dodged his spell. Marvelous. I gotta babysit my cav, though. Oh my gosh, they're all routed. That's not good. Gotta be careful. If we lose too much cavalry, we're screwed. It's not... He's doing pretty well. We do get our second win, Murderous Prowess. But I'm routing off the map right now, which is not very pretty. Let's see here. Come on, Dread Knights. You got this. There we go. Yeah, they're gonna kill a good chunk of the cavalry. They're not gonna rout off either. Crows of Cain are doing all right. Holy crap, they rallied at the edge. Okay, here we go. This is definitely going to come down to how well I play this late game, okay? He doesn't have a lot of cavalry left. If I kill all of his cavalry and it comes down to just infantry, we win this. As bad as the balance of power looks right now, that's literally all I gotta do to secure a victory. So I'm focusing everything on these Empire Knights. And then my Dread Knights, with their super great late game capabilities, they're just gonna wreck face. Look at that, couple of Reichsguard, not a problem. We're just gonna play keep away. I still have my chariots here. Unfortunately, he does still have a good number of guys. But if I spam enough spells their way, I think we'll be able to kill him. Couple spears here I should be able to kill. Gelt's trying to kill my caster. Nice. Let's see here. Yeah, let's just hit that cav up. Debuff him. Just give him everything. Give him hell. The Dread Knights came back at 4 entities. Amazing. Okay, nice. There's a net. Oh, dang. Look at those Dread Knights. Huge charge. He's got to save Gelt now. And that's going to buy space for my Dread Knights to crush it. Yeah, the Dread Knights are legitimately going to win this. Wait and see. Blind Woozy, thank you for the donation. There's a spell. Oh, I don't get the dodge. They take a lot of damage. I really need them to live. Come on, Dread Knights, you got this. You got this. They do so much versus infantry, man. Oh, crap. He's going to chase my caster off. Come on, Beastmaster. You got this. I got 4 Dread Knights here and a chariot. Look at that charge damage, though. Their impact damage is through the roof. Okay, these ones lived with 8 entities left. Come on. My guy is on a Manticore. He can terror out everything. Okay, those Reichsguard are going down. There's barely any left here. There's like 1 unit here. These ones are about to terror out. Nice, they're gone. Gelt's kind of busy right now. It's just infantry. This should be a pretty easy wash as long as we're able to clean up. Bribery donation, double Charybdis, and a Firecaster with Flaming Sword. Fine. But the rest of the army's gonna be meta if we're gonna win with that. Crap, he did chase my caster off though. It's infantry unsupported basically. Kind of spicy, sure. Do I bring my lord back to support my... Oh my gosh, they're all routing. They're all routing. That's not good. That's not good. I wonder if I overchased here. We'll see. I got a lord. Oh my gosh, the janky... He doesn't fly under. All right, that's bad. I think I suicided too many Dread Knights. Now his forces are gonna rally. And we gotta make do. We gotta make do with what we got. I got 2 chariots. We have Reichsguard and Empire Knights. Now I have a lot of time on my side. There is that. Unfortunately, this Beastmaster is not the spiciest of meatballs. There's a sword. Oh crap, I didn't hit the Empire Knights. That's bad. I also have 1 Corsair. 2 Corsairs. Let's go. All right, 2 Corsairs. Ugh. We didn't brace. That kind of sucks. But we got terror out. So there goes his cav again. Okay. All right. If I have a little bit of infantry, we're fine. There we go. Into the air you go. His Reichsguard here taking a little bit of heat. We're gonna dodge. I have a lot of time. I held that point for a really long time. Okay. We can dodge handgunners. I can dodge handgunners. This is not a problem. Okay, here we go. Gelt's going in here? Gelt, you madman. I can't believe it. Gelt's actually, he's YOLOing it. Do these chariots win against Demogryph Knights? The answer is no. Crap, army losses? Oh my gosh. Okay, that was actually a crazy match. Silver Dawn, he got us. I will say, it was a solid build. Man, that one handgunner unit did so much damage. I feel like I didn't babysit my Dread Knights enough. If anything, I almost wanted more infantry instead of Corsairs. Did the Beastmaster cook? Yeah, the Beastmaster wasn't great. Beastmaster didn't do great. I feel like it was a fine battle though. In fact, the chariots did really well for themselves. I think what I should have done is probably kited with the chariots longer in the early game instead of trying to take such an aggressive fight. Land battles are real slow. All right. It seems we still have such to learn. Now, we did get a request. What was it? Blind Woozy, double Charybdis with Firecaster Flaming Sword. Okay. Look, the thing is, if I'm good enough, I should be able to win all of these. Even with a little bit of memeing, okay? So, I'm gonna go hard on it. Supreme Sorceress with the Lore of Fire. Only Flaming Sword. Now, how do I maximize Flaming Sword damage? I don't know. Maybe we'll take it on a dragon. Why not? I do want to try like 2 Dread Knights in reserve, probably. Go Malice. That wasn't requested. And also, I like the fire. Okay, Beastmen. This is actually one of the better matchups we could possibly run into. I like 1 Dread Knight, but I don't want him to get overwhelmed. Beastmen are really good at running you over with their massive amounts of troops. So to counteract that, infantry into the horizon. All the Dread Spears I could possibly want. Corsairs to cut down their infantry nice and quickly. Corsair handbows. That's another fancy tech I would like to see, especially if we're going into Beastmen. And then the rest is probably just Dark Riders. Yeah, I kind of like the Dark Riders, man. Why not? These guys have +6 melee defense and shields, so kind of worth taking. This feels okay. This feels like an alright build. 1 Blackguard greater than all the Corsairs. Yeah, but Blackguard get murdered by spells. You request I take Malice next match? I'll take Malice. We only ran him once today. Not enough repeater cavalry. They're nice, but they're a little janky to control. I feel like I don't have my thumb on the control for them yet. And against Beastmen, that's like ultra hard mode. You maximize Flaming Sword value by also taking Burning Head. Technically, if the value it can get is 0, no matter what I do, I am maximizing its value. Pro strat. And we got her on a dragon. Nice. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Now, Beastmen are spooky. What I think I can do, though, is just play on their point and ignore this, because it's far too far away. If I just get enough spears and just hold 2 points, I think we're fine. It just means I have to bide my time a lot here. So I'm just gonna sit on 1 capture point for a while. Wait until a 2 cap is going to win it for me, and then take this point. Oh crap, you said Charybdis. Crap. All right, I gotta do a run with Charybdis next. I'm sure we'll win with the Hydras though. Minotaur, great weapons. Ooh, all right. Minotaur shields, a Doom Bull, lots of single entity killing power. Yeah, man, I wish I had Charybdis now. Are you kidding me? What is this? Let's see here. What I think I want, actually, is to just drown him in spears, okay? I'm just gonna drown him in spears. We're gonna mob him up. He has Centaurs with throwing axes. Fun fact, breath attacks are amazing versus them. At least I think so. We'll see how he dodges, and then I'll take a hand bow for when their attacks are on cooldown. He didn't capture this far point super quickly, so I have a little bit of time. All right, hand axes, get over here. Get over here, I dare you. Yeah, the fear. The fear of the breath attack is in. And breath attack number 1. Oh, pretty good dodge. My opponent's actually, man, I still don't know why he dodges me so much. It's not like he's a bad player. Like, he knows what he's doing. He has the micro. I think, like, the only thing I would change are his builds. All right, here we go. Second breath attack. There's the dodge. Where's it going to target? Pretty decent, pretty decent. We get a couple kills. And then I think I just push in here. He has some forces on that far side. I have most of my forces here now. I'm just going to chill on the bottom. Not let him flank. And then, yeah, we're gonna chill on the white line, okay? It's a filthy strategy, but we're gonna do it anyways because I don't want to get mass surrounded. 2 Hydras should be able to hold that point just fine. Yep, just playing nice and careful here. Gonna dodge his axes. And just like that, you know, the capturing of the point's going pretty well. Now, the downside of being so close to the edge is that you have no ability. Is that a Melkoth? God dang, he's learning. Yeah, the problem is that you will route off the map basically immediately. And that's not very pretty. Oh my gosh, I can't believe he took Melkoths. He took Melkoths. What, do I just breath attack him again? Yep. Dragon's doing all right. Breath attacks have done a bit of damage. Here's the cav. All right. There's the capture. All right, so now we just gotta play it safe. Now we are downhill. Marathi Raven Heralds. All right, fine. Holy crap! Wait, isn't that like a lot? That's 100 Czech kroners or kroner. I think kroner is the plural. Thank you so much. It's yellow. When it's yellow, doesn't that mean it's a lot of currency? I'm so sorry, man. I gotta do the conversion later. But right now, I'm trying to win this battle. Flaming sword, here we go, with the Hydras. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Oh my gosh, I can't really tell. Is it like maybe? I can't tell if it's the fact that I have 2 Hydras or the fact that I increase my non-armor piercing damage by 30%. It's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to tell. Bad sign for the buff, but you know. It did something. All right, it ran out. Let's see how it compares to when the buff spell isn't happening. Is the damage going to be practically the same? The answer is more or less, I guess, you know, we don't have a charge attack anymore. You know, maybe it did do a lot of damage. You know, there's not a lot of damage coming in now. That's around 415. Hey, that's actually quite a bit. Less than I thought. Less than I thought, because it's yellow, but thank you very much. $1 is 20 crowns. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. That's enough to buy me like a whole pot of mashed potatoes, man. All right, here we go. Breath attack. Does this do fire damage? It doesn't. Regardless, here we go, right? Breath attack. These breath attacks do fire damage. All right, so we're gonna go here. We're gonna charge in. Overcast. Let's go. And then you know, dread spears don't do that much damage. Like, I guess it is 30% more damage on the dread spear, so I guess they have an extra 6 damage. Yeah, that's not bad. Like, it'd be nice to have a burning head over here, but like, you know, I would pay good money to have a burning head over there, but you know, you can't have everything you want. Like, you know, like, is it doing less damage because I'm overcasting? I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. It's kind of hard to tell. You know, it's not. It definitely did damage. It gave my dread spears +6 damage for 30 seconds. These dread spears, how much value did they get? 333 gold value. So if you think about it, let's say those dread spears only saw combat at that exact moment. That means that it gave me 75 gold worth of value. In the absolute best case scenario, about 75 gold worth of value is made by using Flaming Sword there. It literally could not have given me more value because my guys didn't get more value. I guess it also buffed the Hydras. It also buffed the Hydras. So, you know, on multiple units, that's 75 gold multiplied by the 4 units that it hits. Let's say everyone did about as well as the Dread Spears fighting large targets. That means that the total value that we gained was like 400 gold. That's like about 1 Ungor Raider's worth of damage. We killed 1 Ungor Raider, which is pretty much what a Burning Head would have done, at least. You know, like, I guess, yeah, maybe. Ungor Raider kill OP, yeah. Solid breath attack on that cav, by the way. Hydra's heal capping. Hydra's be hydrant. Okay, there goes his cavalry. Can I get my cav through those spears, maybe? Can I kill a Doom Bull? It's kind of sus. I don't know if my lord can kill a Doom Bull. Beastmen are pretty spooky, too. Come on, live. Gotta reset that leadership. Okay, nice. He does rout off both of my poor guys, though. This is definitely a little sus. Both Hydras are routed. God dang it, Hydras, why? Let's see here. I do have Flaming Sword off cooldown. Nice. Here we go. Let's take a look. So this Ungor Raider is at 3,500 HP. We've cast Flaming Sword, and I'm gonna focus fire them. All right, we're gonna focus fire them. Flaming Sword has got them down to 2,700 HP, and now they're routing. That means that Flaming Sword, right? I did about 800 damage with the support of Flaming Sword. That means that by casting this 8 Winds of Magic spell, I have dealt 200 damage to Ungor Raiders, assuming it buffs my damage by 25%. That's 200 damage. Holy crap. Oh my god, why? Why? If only we were fighting demons. Still though, you know, if I had you know, if I fight a demon faction, it will actually be a significant amount more damage because it does magic damage. Okay, all right. Also, if we had the Charybdis against Beastmen, it legitimately would have been better. I think we got tabled though. The Hydras are dead. All right, GG, Miss Link. You win this one. Man, 50% win rate. Okay, I need to do the run with the Charybdis. All right, admittedly, I may have done some tomfoolery and not have actually honored the donation. We got to do that, and I'm gonna do a 2-4-1. You know what? Here's the strat. Whatever suggestion you have, I need to win with it. All right, to make it worth. Otherwise it just feels bad, right? So I gotta win with double Charybdis Flaming Sword, and I have to win with Marathi Raven Heralds and a skirmish composition. Easy. Charybdis are there to kill off the army in the late game. The rest is Kite. I love Kite. Kite is amazing. I need to win with it 3 hours later. Now I will honor this. All right, here we go. Sweater's coming off. Okay, it's getting too hot. All right, gamer mode Anticity's activating. Don't worry, I have clothing underneath the sweater. Ugh. All right, here we go. Hardcore. I've taken my drugs. I've taken my meds. We're cooling down. This is it. Nambark, you can't find me. Do you have any mods on? If you have mods on, you gotta disable them. I'm going max kite with double Charybdis Flaming Sword. Flaming Sword kind of benefits kite too, in a way. It gives fire damage and applies fire weakness. So it's a 20% damage buff for 15 seconds. That's about 2 volleys. You just installed Warhammer 3. I don't have any mods on, otherwise it'd be a white dot here. That's weird if you can't find me. Do you have land battle or conquest and domination on? Will I find battles faster if I disable allow team merging? What's the worst faction in the game? I think worst faction is let's see here. Right now my pick is Norska, but I'm sure there's worse. I think High Elves are pretty down there. There is a player by the name of Charix that just annihilates with elves. Coast apparently is actually pretty high tier. You just have to go certain builds. Maybe it's region locked? You're kidding me. I sure hope not. Oh yeah, we might need to be on each other's friend list. Otherwise it's region locked. Nambark, send me a Steam friend request. Do it. Do it. That should fix it. All right, here we go. I got the build. So you wanted Marathi. Thank goodness Marathi. Marathi. It's got to be fighter Marathi because my caster's using Flaming Sword. Let's see here. Yeah, it's not too much of a fighter. In fact, I don't need any of this. Actually, Greater Arcane Conduit's good for the... Actually, no, I don't need that. Yeah, we go Marathi. We get Flaming Sword. Okay. We'll put her on foot. Save money. Double Charybdis. Raven Heralds. I did say Raven Heralds were used at a point before. They're not bad. And then we're going to go for a kite composition. So that's going to be a bunch of chorusers and such. And then we're good. How is Tzeentch these days? Tzeentch is pretty hype. I would rank Tzeentch quite highly actually. Let's see here. So usually you would support your skirmishers with cavalry. In this case, I have Charybdis. The easiest unit to micro for kiting are Scourge Runner chariots. Then you get the Dark Riders to complete the skirmish core. Fortunately, we're limited to 6 skirmishers. And then you max out with the hand bows because they are a different category, which is 360-degree firing arc. That way, we actually have 9 skirmishers in this army. Amazing. And I still have a little bit of money left to go for Shades. Shades are not a terrible kite option. He's playing Khorne, of course. His name is Scarbrand the Exiled. And then the rest is just, you know, 1 Cold One Dread Knight. And 1 Cold One unit. That's it. That's it. That's the build. That's the build. Now here's the combo. Flaming Sword plus Kindle Flame. On my ranged kite units. If my ranged kite units deal 4,000 damage with 1 volley, that is roughly 1,000 extra damage I get by casting Flaming Sword. Doing 1,000 damage for 8 winds of magic? It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, all things considered. But against single entities, it is pretty good. That would make it roughly equivalent to Spirit Leech. So the goal is to do more than 4,000 damage with my range units. If I can do that, then we may have a chance yet to get Flaming Sword value. Also, yeah, Vampire Coast is quite good because they have pistol mob summons. My last multiplayer extravaganza actually explored that quite a bit. So the idea is that you have pistol mob summons like crazy, Sirens in reserve, Depth Guard to win any frontline fight. And then I'm missing something. There was a unit. There was a unit that was like surprisingly good as Coast. What am I missing? Is that it? It's Depth Guard, Sirens, pistols. There was something else. Dogs, I guess? Don't your skirmishers have mostly AP damage? Yeah, no, we're literally only banking on Kindle Flame helping us here. It literally, it just has to be Kindle Flame. Now, it also causes magic attacks, but like, it's pretty easy to calculate. You literally, you just look at how much damage it did. Oh god, she's on foot. Well, you didn't say whether or not she'd be on foot. All right, here we go. Foot Marathi, the terror of the night. She has 55-40 melee stats, anti-large, Wand of Coridon. Oh god. All right, here we go. Bloats, Gallows Giant. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let's see here. All right, you know what? Corsairs are pretty good versus Flesh Hounds, so I'm gonna spam them. And then we're gonna just have to have them summon Furies. All right, here we go. But yeah, the core is definitely Depth Guard, Sirens, and Pistol Mobs. Those are the best units in the Coast roster right now. Yeah, that's right. You better back up, Skull Crushers. Can't crush these skulls. We're flying. We're zooming. All right, now we're gonna move on up. Now let's see how much damage these guys do. They already did about 400 damage, right? Remember, the goal that we're trying to hit is 4,000 damage before it becomes worth. So if we're gonna do 4,000 damage, what do we gotta do? Okay, that volley was much better because we had some cavalry stuck in there. Already 1,000 damage volley. So if I can Flaming Sword a bunch of units, then we'll be good here. So let's go over here. We're gonna group up. Okay, he's at 5,000 HP. Perfect for the test. Perfect for the test. Okay, Flaming Sword activate. He's at 5,000. He's a demon, which is exactly what we want. Okay, now he's gonna dodge and micro because he fears the shots here, right? Okay, we're not gonna shoot him with those skirmishers. We got a little bit of damage on those Skull Crushers. Another volley on the Herald of Khorne. Thank goodness my opponent's just letting me kite him to death. Okay, there we go. Is Flaming Sword done? 30 seconds still. I still have 30 seconds of Flaming Sword goodness. These guys, Skull Crushers, took 2,000 damage. Okay, 2,000 damage. And the Herald took 1,500. So Flaming Sword, right? So that's 2,000. That means Flaming Sword. The Skull Crushers didn't have any resistances, but assuming Flaming Sword does a bonus 20%, 25% damage, that means that we did about like 800 damage worth of Flaming Sword damage, optimistically. Technically, the Kindle Flame only lasts 15 seconds. I forgot. Kindle Flame doesn't last long at all. So that's not going to help me out. And some of the damage was dealt by other sources, but you know, it's like that was if in a perfectly optimal situation, I can say the Flaming Sword got me about 800 damage worth of value. Now, I could have Spirit Leech the Skull Crushers, well, I guess like Spirit Leech doesn't do that much damage. It's like about 700. So in a situation where your opponent is just literally letting you shoot them and chasing you with Skull Crushers, I guess Flaming Sword's all right. I can hit all of these guys now. Look at that. Hey, sick. Yeah, there we go. And then let's see here. Yeah. Look at that. I finished off the Skull Crushers. Maybe slightly faster than I would have normally. Most of my range units aren't able to shoot. That's the main problem with Flaming Sword. Let's see here. Can the cavalry get in there? Oh boy. Yeah, the buff's already worn off. The buff wore off like 15 seconds ago. I guess I shot this guy, but these guys didn't get Kindle Flamed. They could have done a little bit more damage. I think they could have gone like probably an extra couple hundred damage there if we had maintained the Kindle Flame. I don't know. It's all right. It's all right. Like, it's not like it does nothing, right? But doing the quick maths on stream, I'm pretty sure if I just burning headed these corn gores with 60 armor, I think we'd be sitting a lot more comfortable right now. Though I will say the kite build is working pretty well, and the Charybdis are surprisingly good at routing off infantry with that debuff. Okay, here we go. Another flaming sword. Okay, let's see how much damage we can get on the Herald of Corn. 13 seconds left. He's at 1,300 HP. I'm focus firing him, right? Because this is a nice opportunity. Nice. Okay. Nice. That's 400 damage. Kindle Flame wore off. So that means if Flaming Sword buffed my damage by 25%, I spent 8 Winds of Magic to do 100 damage. I guess technically my chariots are helping here too. So whatever damage they got also increase that by 25%. He is a demon, by the way. He is a demon. This is with the physical resist buff that everyone loves talking about. All the people on the interwebs, they love bringing up that against demons with physical resist, Flaming Sword is amazing. It's so amazing. And you know what? 100 damage is an amount of damage. I can agree. I can agree. You know what? You know what? You give me more Flaming Swords. Give me more, all right? Screw it. Flaming Sword is what made me do any damage. It did 400 damage to that Herald. And that means that it's still worse than Spirit Leech. Even if you maximize its value, all right? He had 100% physical resist. And you had 100% physical resist. All the damage was Flaming Sword. It still sucks. It still sucks. Screw everyone that loves Flaming Sword, man. I can't fathom. All right, anyone who's actually run the numbers, oh my gosh, that was the most underwhelming thing ever, man. In a world where Malekith can heal thousands of HP and do damage, oh my goodness. At least we won though. At least the kite build was good. Out of all the suggestions, the kite build won it for us. And with that, I think we successfully showed off. And actually the Charybdis did okay. Actually, wait. I forgot to check the value. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna replays. I gotta check the value on the Charybdis, because I legitimately need to see if they're good or not. This is almost a perfect build. All it needs is a Hydra and some Medusas. Oh god. All right, great success. Nambark, did you find me on Steam? You didn't find me on Steam. No friend requests? Oh, I'm offline right now. Do I have any friend requests? It was classic back in the day to have 1 million friend requests so you could actually queue up with people. Didn't stand a chance against the Flaming Sword build. Ah, yeah. Flaming Sword. You know, it did technically win me the game. Okay, yeah, so you see, we used Flaming Sword on these chariots and they got 400 gold value. So even if the Flaming Sword was on them perpetually, they would still only have 100. Man, that's so bad. It hit multiple units though. So that means technically you could get 400 gold value if you hit 4 units. Man, that's pretty consistent value though, right? In all the tests we've run with Flaming Sword, it seems like the upper bound is about 100 gold per unit hit, which is kind of sad. Now, how did the Charybdis do? 200? You know, if you think about it, this Charybdis is not really getting a lot of value. Wait, are you telling me Charybdis? The Charybdis is doing less than the Flaming Sword? Okay, they are terror routing, guys. This leadership debuff is why they're hype. -8 leadership on top of terror means that everything routes basically immediately, including the corn gores who are routing off even though their passive is proccing, because they're routing at higher than half HP. Oh hey, we got the friend request. Amazing. Hey, let's go. All right. But yeah. Are Charybdis worse than Flaming Sword? No, this one has 700 value. You managed to find me on stream? Awesome. That's a tad better than I thought. Yeah, no, Charybdis they're not bad. They're not bad. They're also really tanky. So if you think about it, right? Flaming Sword is just a flat damage. it doesn't actually contribute HP wise. The Charybdis technically tanked 16,000 damage this battle, which is pretty worth. That's not bad. I would definitely think of running like a 1 of Charybdis if I really want to rout the enemy quickly. Like maybe against Skaven, a 1 of Charybdis is not bad, so that we don't get capture pointed everywhere. They're not bad. This one didn't do well though. I think this one actually paid off less than the flaming sword value. But okay, you know, it's interesting. It's interesting. Now, I bring you to, I want to remind you, we did have a battle where Malekith got 5,000 gold value. And, you know, off the back of Spirit Leech. And I think my case is closed. I think that settles things. I think it does. Now all we need is for me to, screw it. I'm not making a video on it, okay? I swear I'm gonna make a video on it and people are still gonna be like, I don't know, you didn't go into enough detail, man. And oftentimes I don't, okay? Oftentimes they are right. Also, Mad Mads, nice. Oftentimes they're right. But occasionally I feel like sometimes even when I am thorough, man, it's not going to change their minds. I've been at it for 3 years now. All right. And even though the vast majority of people are aware that you can point your vortex spells in Warhammer 2, it's never catching on. I'm clocking out. It's not happening. Just like these Sisters of Slaughter are not happening. Cavalry is what killed us last time. What do I want to do against Empire? Do I just out cavalry them? That'd be pretty jokes. What if I out cavalry them? Like if I just go, what if we do something amazing here? Someone asked for Malice. I'll take him because there's no other suggestions going on right now. Malice, Cold One Dread Knights into the horizon. Looky that. Looky here. Chevrons. And then the rest is, I'm just copying that Empire build that beat me because I'm salty. And then we spam infantry into the horizon. Now, what's the worst he could run into me right now? Probably war wagons and skirmishers. The counter to that is Scourge Runner chariots. X2. And I need a caster. I was almost a fool. I was almost a noob. Executioners, definitely not against Empire. They're pretty bad. Can I try Lore of Beasts? You know what? People say Flock of Doom is good. I can use Pan's Impenetrable Pelt. I can use Curse of Anrair. Whatever it is. What is this? 11 Winds of Magic. AoE reduces their speed and melee defense and melee attack. It's basically a Helm of Discord. You know what? Let's run both and just see how well they do. Maybe one of them will be a nice surprise. Definitely gonna put her on foot because she's already getting too expensive. We have our Cold One Dread Knights. Get rid of these. Add in 2 of these, and just like that, we have ourselves a build, people. Welcome to Anticity's Cavalry Max Cavalry build. Foot Malice though. Foot Malice? He's on his mount. Yeah, he's on Spite. We're good. People are gonna see me using Flaming Sword in multiplayer. Tinfoil had it, yeah. That's the strat, and I won with it. I need someone to make a Reddit post. All right, that's what I need. Okay, special request from chat. Okay. I need one of you guys to post a screenshot on Reddit and be like, oh my gosh, guys. Anticity's using Flaming Sword in multiplayer after flaming it for so long. And it's like a link to my video here. And then that way, people get debated. Oh wait, did I forget to increase my wins? I forget. Are we at 5 now or are we at 4? I'll leave it at 5. You guys will correct me. I need you to do that, and then that way, people who are like, who think it's good, they'll see that and be like, oh my gosh. They'll click the link and then they'll just go to the timestamp where I'm roasting Flaming Sword. It'll be perfect. It'll be perfect, and they will be educated. Edumacated. Have you ever considered they might be trolling you? No. Or I have, but I've legitimately gone people who like send me Discord messages to try and explain to me why their buff spells are good or why like these 20% bonuses are actually impactful. All right. And you know what? I would be fine with that. I'm happy to have an argument. What I'm not okay with is when they have no data to back them up. But no, 100%. There's a lot of people that love 20% bonuses, man. Or they talk up Kindle Flame. They talk up Kindle Flame a lot, man. Or the physical resist, like magic attacks. We saw how effective magic attacks were, right, in that battle. I was trying to focus the guy's lord. His lord was getting shot up a ton. And at best, it was like about as much as like a spirit leech worth of damage. It's brutal, man. It's brutal. Anyways, I've sworn off making those videos, man. It's not even good PR anymore. Like, it's a fun meme, but like legitimately, like there's a group of people that just hate those videos. They're not even that popular anyways, because I'm just repeating myself. I'll complain about it on stream where I have nothing else to talk about. That's where it's at. Because at least I have enough time to explain myself, and I don't look like a crazy man. If you see more people using Flaming Sword because of the Reddit, you would laugh your butt off. You know, if it contributes to a tournament win, I'll take it. Oh man. Oh man, I can't, you know, here's the thing though, right? I never actually put it into practice before. Admittedly, I've always theorized that Flaming Sword would be bad. You know, I would run so many tests. All right, I ran all the calculations and people are like, yo, this is all theory. All right. I'm happy that I finally tested it out. I can sleep easy now, knowing that I indeed am correct. I don't think I could have tried harder. Even the Melkoth's miasma looks so much better. Also, what Pistoliers? Chariots are gonna be needed. Do I have a slow? I have Flock of Doom, I guess. Is this good versus cavalry? I feel like it isn't. Maybe if I hit 2, it'll be like a Melkoth's miasma worth. Oh dang, he really went skirmisher core. All right. Charybdis is not gonna like that. He doesn't have any healing. Yes, he does have missile resist, but that's about it. 35%. It's a high amount of missile resist. Hawkland long rifles. All right, here's the thing though. Despite having a lot of skirmishers, what I have is a vastly superior cavalry force, okay? We are out capture weighting him. What's the capture weight on the Charybdis? 3 points compared to the 5 of infantry and such. All right, Flock of Doom, how good is this? Overcast. It's 12 winds of magic, so that's like 2 Melkoths. You know what? Actually, not bad. Okay, you know what? Yeah, Flock of Doom's fine. Yeah, I dig it. I dig it. I think I've been underrating Flock of Doom. You know what? Flock of Doom. All right, that's 12 winds of magic. I got 260 gold value basically for free hitting 2 units that are already pretty cheap too. That was a pretty average Flock of Doom, and I feel pretty good about that. Now, yeah, it did 2,500 damage. All right, I can Flock of Doom these Pistoliers to death. Screw it, I'm gonna do that. You know what? We'll vanilla cast it. One more vanilla cast, and they'll be routed off the battlefield. Holy crap! Yo. Why do people like Flaming Sword? Oh. Yo, Flock is so good. Yeah, Flock's amazing. Also in single player, it's really, there's a lot of buffs to it. You can hit multiple units. Now, it doesn't kill any entities. That's its main downside. But I think a couple more of those and we'll have these skirmishers routed off. And then we just overrun his infantry because he is a very heavy infantry build. Malice getting chased a little bit. I can group them up if I do this. Yeah. There we go. We'll get another cavalry unit in here and then we just got to overwhelm them. There we go. Easy route on the skirmishers. My caster has already gotten 4,600 damage value. It would be the same against elite cavalry too. So, holy crap. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. I think the only reason we don't see it more is because Lore of Beasts doesn't really have many other abilities to go with it. But yeah, I think all I got to do is route off these skirmishers. Get another Flock of Doom on them. And then we'll just collapse in on all those long rifles. Long rifles are expensive, so it'll be a painful loss indeed. Do I go for infantry? I think I do. Malice can heal, so I don't think he's too worried. Okay, let's get the Flock. I will say, though, he is winning the trade war for sure. Like, this is not the prettiest of engagements. Holy moly, though. That's like 6,000 damage. 6,000 damage on this cavalry. Come on, live, sorceress. She is burning their ammunition. Let's get another Dread Spear in. Hey, we routed off 2 units of cavalry. All right, you know, honestly, not the worst for trading. He also brings in some free company militia on the flanks. I'm gonna go ahead and run them down. I'm gonna kill these spears, and then we're just gonna do a big ol' surround on these guys with my infantry corps, and then we should be fine. That should be a pretty solid victory. I just got to transform Malice and we're good. Boris. Yeah, Boris is he's really not skirmishing at all, is he? Optimally, I think he definitely should be using Boris to ward off my cavalry a little bit better. If he lands now, though, he'll just get surrounded. So I can see why he hasn't committed yet. Yeah, Flock of Doom is really easy to use. Direct damage AoE. It's pretty nice. Beast Wizard on the front line. Yeah, she got kind of shot up, but it's fine. It's fine. She'll be okay. I can overcast Flock of Doom too to hit his cav. Okay, here we go. Are you ready for the big collapse? This is it. Big money. I gotta just send it and hope that this fight goes well. It's a little spicy to be sure, but I do have a Charybdis and I outnumber his cavalry by a lot. Malice is relatively strong too. There we go. There's the Flock overcast on those Pistoliers, so they won't be much of a problem anymore. And I have chariots to clear off his infantry. Now Malice, he's gonna YOLO onto the Hawkland long rifles and transform. Let's pull my cavalry back and try and get a surround on his Demogryph Knights. There we go. We routed off his forces. Pistoliers are done for. Charybdis is coming on in. I will say he's bracing his guys pretty well, but will the Demogryph Knights survive? I feel like they'll probably end up dying. Come on, Charybdis. I'm saving up for another Cav summon, by the way. All right, here comes the transformation. All right. Infantry's in the cookie jar. Let's get another Flock going. And how we doing? So far, his Royal Altdorf Griffites are killing it. Good to know. Good to know. They are absolute menaces. His Hawkland long rifles are occupied, though, and I should be able to take this point. Plus, I'll have more elite cavalry soon, while my opponent has just the one Demogryph unit. I will say his infantry advantage is kind of giving me issues, but I think we'll be okay, especially with the Charybdis. Malice here too will be really good, and long rifles survive. We'll need to deal with them. But yeah, Malice can definitely kill those knights. How's this infantry fight going? Pretty good. We'll get another Flock of Doom there. All right. And then time for the big charge. Charybdis and a load of infantry on the Demogryphs. That will definitely get them killed. Hawk and long rifles running for their lives. Yeah, how much damage did my caster get so far? My caster has gone 10,000 damage. Holy crap. It's night and day, man. It's night and day. I can't stop pointing it out. It's so much extra damage. It's like an unfathomable amount of damage. If you are going to get 10,000 damage, this is the last time, I swear. This is the last time I'll bring it up. If you're going to get 10,000 damage with Flaming Sword, you need to do at least 40,000 damage worth of damage. Like, yeah, do 40,000 damage on your buffed units. That is an absurd amount of damage, man. Absolutely absurd. This guy didn't bring a wizard. He didn't bring a wizard. What a mad lad. Also, holy crap, this is value. Get it. Yeah, let's go. I think the wizard and also his infantry is like way out of position right now. He brought way too much infantry too. You can tell my mobility is just having their way with them. There we go. There's some cavalry. But yeah, we got Dread Knights in here, some cold ones. And then the infantry without support kind of crumble. In the previous game, I brought a bunch of Corsairs. So I was the one that just didn't have enough infantry. In this game, my opponent has too much infantry, I would say. Like, you saw how good the Griffites did. If those Royal Altdorf Griffites got some healing and were able to just, you know, sit and grind, they would be doing so much damage, man. Even just like a little bit of support and his cavalry would just crush it. There we go. Soul Stealer on the Malice. Another Flock. Yo, actually, you know, Flock of Doom's not bad. If you just want, like, I don't think it actually swings many battles. But if you just want pure value, it's pretty good. 1,000 gold value paying for itself. I still don't think it's better than healing and like Soul Stealer and such. Usually you'll be able to heal cap expensive units, and that's how it will pay off for itself. But as just a like chip damage, it's very hard not to get value with Flock of Doom. I think it's like basically guaranteed, you know, that you'll be hitting 2 units with it. No one can play wide enough where they, you know, where they don't have that. Also, Charybdis has just been grinding against Boris. Not doing too well, though. I will say the Charybdis is pretty lackluster. I'm being back-capped. It's been going on for ages, man, that back-cap. I can wait till I get a skirmisher and send him in there. Honestly, I'm just kind of focusing on value trading right now, too. But yeah, the more damage units are, the less capture weight they'll have. Does it show? Yeah, they have 0.9 capture weight. So they have 1/3 of the usual capture weight they have. And their cavalry, so it's already kind of slow. Also, holy crap, Malice. Holy crap, Malice annihilated Boris. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. It's a lot of value. I got another friend request. If you aren't able to queue into me, send me a friend request. My Steam account is made out of friend requests because of how Warhammer multiplayer be. So, don't worry about bogging me down. You found my account finally. Had to do some shenanigans. Oh, weird. You can let chat know how you figured it out. Then that way they don't have to suffer like you did. All right, here we go. Let's get another Flock. We'll be able to hit 2 units there. That'll be pretty good value. Already looking at 15,000 value. Or 15,000 damage on the caster. Amazing. And yeah, you can see cavalry capture weight is nothing. I think you need to get 100 capture points to take a point, which means that cavalry unit would have had to sit there for about 2 minutes before they could take it. So it really wasn't a big issue. Me not noticing though was definitely an oopsie daisies on my part. But we're fine, we're fine. Oh, I have some reserve cavalry here too. Nice. Yeah, I want to see. Do these Cold One Knights, do they damage the Royal Altdorf Griffites, or do they just die? I must know. All right, so this is testing out, like, if you get a charge, an optimal engagement, can you do it? Cold ones are kind of slow. We're gonna get a solid charge though. He gets a good counter charge, but because we can countercharge the counter charge, do they win? If they win, that would be rather impressive. Cavalry engagements are pretty volatile because of that reason. It's why cavalry control is one of the most important skills you can build up. You know, not bad, not bad. For two basically dead units of Cold One Knights, taking out 2000 HP on Royal Altdorfs, it's okay. It's okay. I was hoping the charge would have done better, but definitely this shows that Dark Elves do not have the best cavalry in the game. You have to be a little bit careful with them. You need to use your superior infantry to get an advantage in the cavalry fight. The Pistoliers routed in boredom before they could capture the point. Yeah, it's kind of rough for them. Also, Charybdis is gone. How much value did it get in the end? Place your bets. 2,000. God dang, that's not bad. Especially for the leadership hit, too. I rate it decent out of 10. Very decent. They really wanted to make Murderous Prowess unusable in Domination. I know, right? It's such a, you know, a land battle ability. But, like, here's the thing, right? CA really don't care if some abilities are useless in their game or not. And you can tell by looking at the humble bloated corpse. All right, CA's real comfortable with having some useless units, okay? All right, and you know what? It's honestly fine. They're never gonna fully balance the game anyways. So, like, also, dang, he had a caster. He was just in reserve. But yeah, they're never gonna fully balance the game anyways. So it's okay if there's some hits and misses. As long as they're nerfing like the super OP stuff, it's fine. Malice only just barely paid for himself despite losing all his HP. Kind of sus. My cavalry did pretty good though, especially the ones that were able to stick around a bit. Unless they got resummoned. But the chariots, man, the chariots. Holy moly, 300 kills on the ROR. Amazing. Probably mostly infantry. I will say, Dark Elf Cavalry feel like the bread and butter, for sure. Hawkland Long Rifles just shot Malice and my caster, so they didn't really get that much value. Maybe they shot the Charybdis a bit. The Griffites, though, holy moly. I need to have, like, some Melkoths or some debuffs to take them out. Oh, yeah, did someone check? Was my win counter correct, or do I have too many wins? Return to meme blade status. Yeah. Hey, nice. We can use our Murderous Prowess, though. People have been mentioning Blackguard. They have decent HP. They have high armor. Definitely the most survivable of the Dark Elf characters. Dreadlord with the sword and crossbow on the dragon. Kind of jokes for a Lord Snipe build. Let's go ahead and show him off. He has... Wow, that's useless. That's so useless. 16, it's 18 seconds. This is basically Flaming Sword, except it's an ability. All right, sure. Let's see here. Pearl of Infinite. Okay, yeah. We'll take that off. Foe Seeker is okay, though. I guess I'll take that. We're up against Greenskins. I would like to try an elite Dark Elf build instead of all these kite shenanigans. How elite can we go, though, right? Probably not that elite. I think no matter what you do, you always want to have a bunch of... You know what I haven't done yet, actually? I haven't actually shown off Shades, have I? I haven't shown off the goats. I have no spellcaster. 1 second. Let's see here. Who works best with Shades? Don't say it, chat. Don't say it. I need something, let's see here. Artillery-wise, I think we're okay. I don't think we have to worry about getting kited to death. I can fireball them from a distance. You know what? Fireball caster on a Pegasus, just in case they have like Doom Diver catapults. And then now we get shades. Let's see here. Do I really need Dread Spears when we have Blackguard? There we go. Triple shade. Oh my gosh. How heavy do Okay, this is getting excessive, right? That's too many. That's too many shades. We're gonna go for Blackguard and Bleak Swords. And what? One Witch Elf unit for... one Corsair unit for Skirmish? A Manticore? I already have a Dragon. Is there anything flying they could bring that would bring me fear? Not really. A Handbow feels like it would fit pretty well. You know, maybe one Reaper Bolt Thrower. That's so weak. It's so weak. Then again, it's a pretty tight build, but like we're gonna get rushed down. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get rushed down, and I have to have a build like this. More Flocks of Doom. I think I need anti-artillery. I'm worried about artillery. There's so many units and a big focus on single player where almost any unit can be kind of useful. So it's normal that there's some useless units in multiplayer. Yeah. Some useless units, some useless spells. Right? There's like, you know, a ton of factions. Oh, you're playing me right now, the Peasantry? Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome. Have at thee. Have at thee. On guard. It's always nice. It's always nice to play with viewers. The thing you're still mad about is that you can heal steam tanks and land ships with magic instead of giving the engineer like like Necrotex. Yeah, because they have that with Tomb Kings, where the healing don't work with like, you know, like Necrotex can only repair the constructs. All right, the Peasantry. All right, here we go. Gotta lock in. Now, what's he gonna bring? What's he gonna bring? Feel free to lock in when ready. Obviously, Blackguard are gonna be spread about. I don't know if he's gonna go like heavy cavalry or what. Shades up front. And they're here to just get like a big volley off and then retreat to my actual army. Now, this is not the most optimal army for Shades. It really isn't. Too many shades, no such thing. Most definitely such thing. Thank you very much. Because they're not good fighters. Despite what the game might say, they're not actually. Wow, 40, 32. Okay, here's the problem with shades. All right. They're only like, they only got 7,000 HP and no armor. Their survivability is useless. Doesn't matter how much melee defense and melee attack you got. Maybe if you charge them at like a unit of goblins, they'll cut them up. But generally not a big fan of shades in combat. I just treat them as a stealth unit. Now my opponent has gone for a chunky big army. Rivet Trolls into the horizon, a giant, and an Orc war boss. No abilities, like to see it. Nice and cheap. Black Orc, great weapons. Don't use this ability, man. Don't do it, man. Actually, it's decent nowadays. CA did buff it. But the prime use of the shades is this. You just right click a target that you don't like, and then you kill it. And we have our Lord here. He has an ability. The Fear in the Giant is here. And then, you know what? Actually, I'm going to go for a second volley. I'm feeling greedy. Now, can I outpace this army? It is basically all Black Orcs. There's the second volley. Oh, he's dodging with the giant. And I need to play for value, right? We're playing for value. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start kiting. Especially because my Lord is over here. He'll be fine. Ooh. Rusty Errors. That's a nice choice. A lot of damage on my Lord, but because they stood and fought, gonna eat a nasty breath attack. Then we dodge those shots. And then we're just gonna pull to the side. The reason pulling to the side is so much better is because this part of the army can't pivot very easily. And by doing this, it makes it much harder for them to actually chase, right? I can send my guys here like so. Shades can get a volley off. And then this way, we can get a little bit of a cleaner engagement on him. Run, my shades, run. Okay, caster taking a little bit of heat. I will say his army's massive, okay? Mass infantry can be quite spooky. Orc boys are in there. I still have my range units alive, though. And as long as they live, we're fine. Also, his lord is a little bit exposed to the elements. I should be able to beat him up. There we go. Orc boar boys taking loads of heat. Can I just breath attack him? Maybe. Let's just fireball this cavalry. I gotta keep the shades alive, okay? They are my win condition here. There we go. Nice, nice. The trolls force path through. Solid play, solid play. Come on, get that Lord's Knight. There we go. We've managed to muck up the cavalry. Can I get another volley on those orc boys? I don't want them to come back. That would be very bad. And the giant is a little bit slow to the fight. Okay, solid charge, solid charge. Come on, run, run, my lord, run. Oh, he gets smacked in the butt. Takes a decent hit. But he is going to be able to disengage, thankfully, and hit these black orcs in the back. I might be able to chase off his lord if I can just get a fireball to get him to rout. These river trolls are super stuck in combat. They should just die. A big fireball. Okay, okay. I think we're good here. I think we're good as long as I get the Lord Snipe. Because greenskins are nothing without their leadership. Absolutely nothing. Breath attack on the giant will do well. And then we just got to start cleaning up. It's all about the time that we have left. For the capture point is not taken. Blackguard are surprisingly good here, I must say. They're actually holding really well. He doesn't have magic, though. Wait, you forgot magic. You forgot magic, my dude. Oh my gosh, you see how powerful it is. It's annihilating your poor lord. Those fireballs were brutal. Okay, that's gonna be rough. That's gonna be rough. His lord's dead. And our passive triggers at the perfect time. So we're gonna be able to get a lot of damage in. Because basically everyone's in melee. Shoot up the dragon. What am I fireballing? Can I get a down the pipe fireball on these big guns? Maybe. Now it's a little bit risky to dive a dragon here, but I think the leadership hit on all of these guys with the dragon being nearby should do. Is my passive still triggering? 90 seconds. Oh yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We got him. We got him. Ooh, it was a little spooky there. It was a little spooky. I had to do like a pseudo kite with my army. We got him though. We got him. Oh my gosh. Oh man, it was a lot of cavalry. It was a lot of cavalry. It was a nice flank. I think definitely though, definitely need to get that caster there. I've made the same mistake. Well played though, well played. The wall is here. Not enough though. Giant goes down. Yeah, we got the counter wall. We got the better wall. Dark elves. It actually lasts a decent amount of time. We still have 19 seconds worth. Straight up, that passive proc was such a huge swing. I think that actually like really secured the victory there. You need the flaming sword. You beat me on the you know, on the sanity side of things for sure. Flaming sword definitely does there. And you can see capture points don't really matter in Conquest. Capture points are basically just there to stop people from corner camping. Most of the time it's a value game. You can see I still have over 5 minutes worth of time to grind here. We're good. We're good. River trolls will get escorted. Army losses. GG. Solid match. That was a fun one. That was a fun one. I will say, whoever suggested Blackguard, not bad as long as they're not eating AoE. GG. I guess a Foot of Gork could have stomped them. Yeah, look at them. Barely took any damage, paid for themselves. Shades. I will say the first volley on the giant was a pretty solid lead. The goblin archers did pretty well. The rusty arrows were pretty spooky too. Poor war boss though, didn't even get to see combat. What a shame. What a shame. Not bad though, not bad. Look at them squigs, pretty good value. River trolls, kind of sticky. I will say a little bit expensive though. Stone trolls with their missile resist tend to be much scarier. You made the build before my stream? Ah, I see. Dreadlord suck. The Dreadlord was okay. He's no Malekith, but you know, if you're bringing Lore of Fire, then he does have a breath attack and a ranged attack, and against greenskins, it's it kind of cooks. Is he like Malekith tier? Dreadlord's like B tier. Malekith is like S tier. Yeah. I guess he's also not a spellcaster though, so why not just bring like, I don't know, Lokir or something? It really is if you want to go like a max kite build. Yeah, for sure. Maybe Lore of Metal should get a repair spell. Is that actually how it works in lore though? Just because you know how to bend metal to your will doesn't mean you're a mechanic, right? Like, sure, wizards are smart, but like, are all metal wizards mechanics? I think not. All right, what we got? Anything else I need to test? I feel like we've done a really good exploration of the Dark Elf roster. I think there's only... Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, you know what? This last match is going to be the ultimate meme match, okay? Every unit that I have not taken today, I have to run in this last battle. Here we go. Here we go. Unfortunately, I don't know if even if we're friended up Nambark, if that lets you queue up with me. Maybe not, which would be unfortunate. Or maybe yes, we'll see. If not, you can always catch me next time. I can host a couple battles if you want to have a 1v1. We're up against Winterwind. All right, everything I have forsaken will now come back to haunt me. I'm taking at least one of everything that I have not taken. Oh boy. And it's Tzeentch. All right, here we go. Let's see. I've taken all of them. Oh boy, Dreadlord, Sword and Shield, Strength through Spite. All right, we'll take her pretty vanilla to start off with. Nice and cheap. Let's see here. I need magic. I still gotta have magic, but then like a Death Hag. I'll take an assassin. We'll go for an assassin. Oh boy, there's a lot I didn't take here, isn't there? Assassins are decent. They got Web of Shadows. It's tiny little AoE damage. Okay, screw that. Assassin's Trophy's where it's at. And we're gonna go for some Lord Snippety Snipes. Just get her on a steed, right? She has pretty decent stats on a horse. And on top of Assassin's Trophy and Dark Venom. Nice. That's an extra 250 normal damage. Okay, sick. Oh, it's cast on self. You know, whatever. Then we go for the usual Melkoth's Enfeebling Foe. I'll skip the Mind Razor this time. Actually, it is Tzeentch. Nah, I'll settle for this. Also go on a... No, not a steed. It's Tzeentch. Crap, it's Tzeentch. What am I supposed to do versus Tzeentch? Dark Pegasus? A dragon? How do I not get shot to death? You know what? Foot characters are the way. Sure. What else have I forsaken? Slanesh's Harvesters? Oh boy. Oh boy, you betcha. I've taken the Raven Heralds. I haven't taken Cold One Chariots. Or the Ravagers of Rakarth. I haven't taken a Bolt Thrower. Yeah, Doomfire Warlocks, Witch Elves. Oh boy, is this really the build? Oh boy, if I win with this. Now, Sisters of Slaughter are decent. Hopefully he goes for Blue Fire and not too many wind spells. Witch Elves are an absolute meme. And I haven't gotten many vanilla Harpies, but they will be useful at chasing off flyers potentially. Any swibbity swaps I can do? Yes. There we go. Nice. Nice. Very nice. This is this is a build. Oh, I didn't take the Helbron. That's another ROR. What's the worst ROR? in the Dark Elf roster right now? Is it the Chill of Santar? Chill of Santar is okay. Oh yeah, it's the Ravagers of Rakarth, 100%. Ravagers of Rakarth kind of suck. Looks like an emergency ROR campaign stack. Yeah, it really is. All right. I thought Witch Elves were good. They're pretty garbage to win spells. I don't even know if they fight well. They have no armor, man. Harpy ROR. I did run that earlier today. It's actually really good. Harpy ROR with its regeneration. It's just a solid unit you can keep around to chase off units the whole battle. Pretty good versus range units. Just don't suicide them, and you can get a lot of healing value. Love to see me make a Chaos Dragon work in multiplayer one day. Yeah, I'll be trying this series out with like a bunch of different factions. We already did Vampire Coast earlier. So today was Dark Elves. What's next? Don't say Nurgle. What's the worst faction in the game? There's Norska's pretty down there because it's just the worst chaos. There's Nurgle because of all the ways you can abuse him. There's you know, I'm sure there's more. There's got to be more, right? What am I missing? There's definitely worse factions. Nurgle sounds good. There's got to be worse. Yo, there's a chance we just insta-die here to the Tzeentch. Are Tomb Kings good or bad? I think Tomb Kings have slowly fallen off. Yeah, Tomb Kings are pretty low though, right? Who's the worst on Total Tavern? Someone go to Turin's tournament website. Figure out who's the bottom tier. Yo, is this artillery? Artillery and domination. Yo, dwarves get 8 entities on their bolt throwers for the same price. What do we got? Chaos Lord of Tzeentch. Interesting. He's not a spellcaster. Where's the spellcaster? There's the spell mastery farmer. Okay. Where the spellcaster at though? Does this have anti-large? It does, and poison, I guess. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, I don't know where they are. We're gonna take the capture point here at least. Wait, this map isn't even mirrored. There's trees here and not here. Rip off. Absolute rip off. You know what? Sure, let's get a Witch Elf unit. They do have Witch Brew for a lot of damage for a short time. And Marauders of Tzeentch go down pretty fast to Doomfire Warlocks. Now there's the Furies. There they go. There they go. All right. Here we go. We're gonna kill this bad boy. How my Chariot's doing? They got netted. They got netted. How dare he? All right. How long is that gonna last? 5 more seconds. My goodness. All right. Well, let's see how this pans out. I should be able to kill that nice, nasty big target. We're beelining for it. The assassin's on the job. Unfortunately, the Chariots are mega dead. And he does have his blue scribes as his spellcaster. I see. Very interesting. Here we go. Give him the debuff. It's not a hero. What a sick play from my opponent. Doesn't have a hero. Can't get debuffed because the assassin only targets heroes. I can't use a spell against it though. We're just gonna chase it down. I'm gonna get some harpies going. Surely harpies are better than Furies. They're cheaper, you know. There is that. And the chase down is going. Plus, we can direct damage them. Now, let's see how my harpies do. Place your bets. Harpies have solid charge bonus, a little bit of weapon strength. Can they win? The Furies are injured. There is that. Bolt thrower crew's kind of cooking. Yeah, you know. All right. Come on. Okay, we killed off his infantry. Hey, you know, these guys are kind of doing okay. We got the Witch Brew going. What is that? He's using Kraken's pull. What a guy. On my elite executioners. Interesting. Holy crap, the Harpies won. Now, I needed to help them out a lot, but that is actually rather surprising. Furies crumble. That's where you get them. There we go. There's another Witch Brew. Will it get value? We'll see. Centaur's a Zinch. Malkots does 1,000,000 damage to them for a pretty cheap price. And you know, my foot characters are actually not doing that bad. And there's the Assassin's Trophy. There we go. So now his stats are reduced to basically nothing. Although still rather high because it's Zinch. Come on, Furies. Get in there. Get in there, Furies. Yeah, let's go. Big debuff. Big debuff. Then we hit up his damage. We're going to reduce the melee attack by 40. Send the Harpies on the Furies. And then we're good. Demons of Chaos are so low, given that they can abuse Seekers of Slanesh. Are Seekers of Slanesh straight up banned, though? That might be why Demons of Chaos are so low on Total Tavern. Also nice. You know, this is not going the worst. Holy crap, those guys got annihilated, though. The poor Bolt Fiends. Bolt Fiends got deleted, but otherwise, things are going fine. I will say their lords and such are kind of holding out pretty nicely, but we did win this fight. The capturing this point with a single Marauder with like no capture weight, that's fine. And you know, there's a chance my heroes here are actually going to be able to kill everything. Another Malkots on the Furies should do pretty well. We'll have another Assassin debuff. That'll be fun. And boom, our elite sisters of Singing Doom. They have Witch Brew. They have really high stats. Murderous Prowess, I think, is procced at some point. Yes, it's procced. This is as strong as we'll get for the next little bit. Hopefully it lasts long enough to be useful. And yeah, 81 melee attack. Yeah, he has to disengage. Chaos Warriors are going down. Not bad. You know what? The janky stack is kind of working. Regiments of Renown are OP, clearly. Let's see. Do I desummon these guys or charge them? Let's desummon them. That should get me a little bit more value. In the meantime, the Lord's kind of dying. We're chasing off their War Shrine. That's just been incredibly tanky this past little bit. And I think we done it. Mostly because I think he spent way too much money on the Blue Scribes. Fun fact, the Blue Scribes kind of suck. He's going a Spell Mastery build, basically. As far as I can tell. And unfortunately, Warhammer multiplayer mostly relies on how much just raw value you can get out of the majority of your units. And most of my units just kind of ground up his Marauders. Like, I just had fat amounts of anti-infantry, and then he couldn't really compete versus that. Like, there were no real range units. My range units were able to get a lot of damage in, and I think that's what won it for us. He also brought this Lord on foot, which is makes up for the fact that my Lord was on foot. But with the addition of Blue Horrors, things might actually swing in his favor. We'll see. He also lost a lot of Furies to Harpies, which is just kind of embarrassing. Here we go. Let's steal his third capture point. That should make things a little bit more comfy. Yeah, there were just like a lot of general value losses, I feel, in his build. But probably the Blue Scribes is the worst offender. Yo, Blue Scribes suck, man. I like never seen them in actual multiplayer play. They also get random spells. So even though you get tons of bonus damage, spell mastery, like you're not getting the most optimal spells. Like they could be getting Flaming Sword, you know? That would be terrible. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Harpies are chasing the Furies. Get wrecked, Furies. Especially with how OP Furies were at the beginning of the game. Yo, my Executioners lived. Let's go. 5 Executioners versus a bunch of Zongors. All right. Now, it's not over just yet. I could really use some cavalry, but I don't have any, so Sisters of Slaughter for life. I'm just going to leave those Furies there so he can't resummon them. That would be rather pleasant. There we go. Executioners are in. Yo, the Executioners actually get some kills. How many kills do they have? 46 right now. If I debuff the Zongors, maybe they'll be able to do it. Oh, look at that. Can we rampage them? No, we can only rampage ourselves. The downside of witch elves, and now they're gonna eat magic to the face. Classic. Holy crap! He got the Cathay. He got the Cathay mega explosion. All right, never mind. Maybe blue scribes are hype. Who knows? Apparently they can cook. We do get a nice route there though. These guys cause poison, which is hype. I think I just got to get some chariots back, and then we can kind of clean up. I will say, witch elves do pretty well when there's nothing else really there to kill them. If he had brought a guy to just spam pink fire 24/7, I feel like we would have been way more screwed. Yeah, we probably would have been way more screwed. The Blades of the Blood Queen were not able to catch his encores because they're too fast, but whatever. We're gonna chase off his lord, and then I think we'll be okay. Look at that. Sisters of Slaughter. Sisters of Slaughter are also another unit that's really good if they can get in the fight. But I think most people are gonna be taking wind spells against Dark Elves. What are those? Centigores? I guess I'll debuff them, so I also get a speed boost. I really wish I had cavalry. I guess I have Slanesh's harvesters. Those 5 angry executioners, yeah. They finally did get killed off though, rip. They served well. He's gonna retake his capture point, but he's gonna need a triple cap me, I think, and that's gonna be rather difficult. What a strange build. What a strange build on both sides. I feel like it was really janky. Yeah, look at that though. The chariot's kind of killing it. How many kills did they get? Look at that. 500 value on 2 summons. Holy crap. Okay, you know what? When you blob up like me, I guess the blue scribes are decent. They got 200 kills, 4,000 value. Okay, you know what? Spell damage wise, my opponent did some work, okay? You know, I kind of wonder what went wrong. I feel like his build should have annihilated me. What went wrong? Is this just a good Dark Elf build? Have I just been fooling myself, and the mass regiment of renowned lady build of the Dark Elves is the way to go? Maybe, who knows? You know, maybe Harpies. Who needs Cold One Dread Knights when you have Harpies and Sisters of Slaughter, I guess. I will say though, he did actually just kill everything. That's a little spooky. Tzeentch is not the best at retaking points though, unless he starts spamming Centigores. So I think we're still okay, but I will say it is a little sus right now. Overall sketchiness has increased because I basically got tabled. He killed like 3,000 gold worth of value here. Bribes of Cain. The pro strat. I gotta check out the value after this battle. I really think it's because the Sisters of Slaughter got a bunch of good engagements. Let's see, what more witch elves? Oh, he also brought the War Shrine of Tzeentch. People haven't really been bringing War Shrines since CA fixed them up. They used to be OP and give you infinite winds of magic. Now they only really buff up your damage. He spent a lot of money on that, and I kind of just walked it off. Spell mastery 160% though is pretty hilarious though. I must say. My opponent brought a very nice build. Can I stall him a little bit from capturing? Capture rate on the chariots is 3, so they're gonna be able to slow it down just for a couple more seconds. Okay. You know, we almost lost this, funnily enough. This was almost an L. If I didn't get that triple cap, he would have so much more time to take this. A Blade Storm? Holy crap, look at that damage. Okay, you know what? If he had kept his thing alive, it would have been... He actually was getting some chunky damage there. What the crap? That was a spicy match, but we managed to win with the jankiness. I feel like my multiplayer chops are slowly coming back as I learn what the core units are. Hero Squad was pretty garbage, would not run again. Witch Elves, you know, the Sisters of Slaughter did okay. The Cavalry did okay. The Executioners did okay. Like, everything did okay. You know, Like they fought, they did damage. Some of them got absolutely blitzed by magic. I don't know how we won that. The bolt thrower? How did we win that? What did he do? He had to have overspent on something, but like his blue scribes got 5,000 value. Seriously, how'd we win that? I guess it's just because I got that triple cap for a brief moment. I think we just, yeah, like his cavalry got, if he just summoned his second Centaur, I think we were dead. By all measures, he should have won this. But, you know, I guess if you don't have the capture points on domination, you will fall apart. His front line just folded. Yeah, I think it was the early game win that gave us a solid enough lead where even though we were trading down, we still managed to pull through. Solid multiplayer session today. Very solid. I had a great time. Hope you guys did too. Is Human Boy yes streaming? No. Oh, he is. The France versus Canada World Cup. Dang, I should have played this. I'm Canadian. Well, if you want to see more multiplayer, check out Human Boy yes. Great consistent multiplayer channel, whereas I kind of do a mix of both. He is consistent. Would highly recommend checking him out. Say hi, let him know that Enticity sent you guys his way. Always a dandy old time. Does a bunch of tests too. Agrees with me that buff spells could be better. If there's anything that makes him more respectable, it's that. And let's see if we can actually do a proper YouTube raid. How do I do this? Let's see here. Just hold on, people. Hold on. We'll get in there. Here we go. So live redirect. Human Boy yes. Amazing. Let's go. So enjoy. I'll send you guys over. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you later. 10 out of 10 with Flaming Sword again. Get out of my stream, man. Get out of here. Skidoo.